Gardner.
Sauce Gardner is a New York Jet!
Swaggy Sauce Gardner.
I love Sauce. I love his tape. I love his press technique. I love his confidence. He has everything you want to see in the position. And I think Robert Saleh and this scheme is perfect. It's a hand-in-glove fit for him, man.
Garrett Wilson.
It's Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets have just got two big-time playmakers!
I believe that Garrett Wilson is going to be the most impactful rookie receiver in this class. And I think we see Zach Wilson play like he did the last 6 games of the year, times 10, and have a phenomenal second season.
Wow, you think? Yeah! Yeah! Let's Jermaine Johnson!
Breece Hall, running back, Iowa State.
Breece Hall, oh my God, they got him! They went offense. They went with the best running back in the draft. Jeremy Rucker, oh my God! The Long Island native is a New York Jet!
J-E-T-S, Jet.
Let's go!
Yo. Oh, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another Victory Monday. It's your boy. 4 straight Victory Mondays. Are you kidding me? We had to go live earlier on this Victory Monday because I couldn't wait till the usual time of 11 or noon or whenever I usually go live because the Jets are 5-2. We're 5-2. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Zach Wilson is 4-0 on the season. So there's a lot to break down today, and I'm excited to break it all down with you guys. I'm excited to hear your thoughts in the chat about this victory, and I'm just excited to talk about this game yesterday. Now, listen, I understand that this win feels a little different for Jets fans because of the injuries, but we will find out We'll find out the news of the significant injuries that the Jets have, the details of it, the Breece Hall situation, the Alijah Vera-Tucker situation. So we will find out more details on that, I'm assuming, hopefully sometime today, because it's definitely taking a little damper on the Jets' victory. So, but it's all good because the Jets won. And we have 4 straight Victory Mondays. And this New York Jets team has not won football games like this in years. This is the first 4-game winning streak since 2015. This New York Jets defense is playing like a playoff defense. And the coaching staff deserves a lot of credit for what they are doing with this Jets team. Yesterday's game was not perfect. It was an ugly win. But usually, this Jets team loses those type of games. So the fact that this Jets team is clawing their way, they're fighting through pesky victories on the road Warriors 4-0, it tells you a lot about the identity. It tells you a lot about the mindset that Robert Saleh is instilling in this team. So we're going to be talking about that in today's live stream. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well in the chat because I really am curious to hear what you guys have to say, to be honest, about this game. And, yeah, so let's just get straight into it. My software is lagging, of course, so we're going to have to stick to this shot, I guess. You just get a wide shot of me. So welcome into the stream, everybody. Happy Victory Monday. Good morning to everybody. Hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. There's a lot to break down in this game, whether it is the play of the defense shutting out the Denver Broncos in the second half, the play of the special teams, Braden Mann pinning people deep, Greg Zuerlein going perfect, Breece Hall, 62-yard rushing touchdown, and the offense in general making the plays in the need to the most. So a lot to get into. Evan says, love you, Rich. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate that. Green Truth, great win yesterday. Tough loss also. Next man up. Next man up mentality indeed. This is football. It's a game of violence, a game of injuries. Astros off the chain. Salute. Chris says, let's go, baby. Another Victory Monday for the Jets. That's what I'm talking about. What up, John? Hope you're having a great Monday morning, my man. Defense and special teams were on point. Yes, indeed. Teddy, good morning, my friend. Just so painful. Breece Hall's gone. It killed it for me. Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that this Breece Hall injury news is just not. It's just sucking the life out of the Jets fan base because we know how much of a important piece he is to this team. But hey, next man up. We need to trade for a running back like ASAP. We are having way too good of a season to have it ruined. Hey, listen, I know that Breece Hall potentially is down for the year, but this Jets team's not ruined. This Jets defense is still here. Don't forget. Don't get it twisted. New England next week. Can't wait. Me too. Jets rock. Yes, indeed, Don. So, listen, we're going to break down what we saw from Zach Wilson, what he needs to improve on. We're going to break down the offensive line, the offense in general. We're going to break down the injuries. We're going to break down the defense. There's a lot of things to break down. So if you guys are just tuning into the show, please do me a favor. Hit that like button on your way in. I greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys, of course. It feels good to be live for the fourth straight Monday talking about a win. And the fact that the Jets are still able to get a victory when all the odds are against them in terms of adversity. On the road against the best defense in the league. Breece Hall injured, Alijah Vera-Tucker injured, Corey Davis injured. We were getting penalized all game long, and we're still able to claw out a victory on the backs of our defense. Our defense literally shut down the Broncos in that second half. Christopher says, before Breece got hurt, I thought Breece Hall and Robinson would be a great tandem in the backfield. Yeah, man, it really does stink about Breece. There's no sugarcoating it, bro. Let's go Jets. Yes, sir. But this is not the time to be upset. Today is not the time to be upset over the injuries. It's a time to celebrate because the Jets are winning games and they're developing winning habits. And let's talk about the positives for a sec. Because Sauce Gardner, 3 pass deflections, 10 total tackles leading the defense, looks like a star. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be a rookie and play at the caliber that he's playing in Sauce Gardner? And shout out the defensive line. They only had 1 sack, but they had 6 or 7 quarterback hits. Quinnen Williams was dominant again. DJ Reed making his name felt, his presence felt with a big-time hit on Jerry Jeudy early in that first quarter, having a couple pass deflections of his own. Brendan Eccles with a good play. The defense, bro. The defense was special. And yes, we're going up against a backup quarterback and Brett Rypien, but the Broncos, hey, they've been struggling offensively all season, and the fact that the Jets are still able to shut the door down in the clutch, it's a good sign. Now, there's no denying that this Jets team has a lot of things to work out if we really want to make a playoff push, but we are winning games, and we are on a 4-game win streak, so this is not the time for Jets fans to hang their head. Teddy with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Teddy. I appreciate that, my man. Happy Victory Monday to you. 5-2. This defense is legit. They can carry us. Zach will get better. We may not play a better defense than Denver all year. I like that he didn't turn it over. Breece is lost, but MC will be good. This is the type of energy we need, man. Teddy, I appreciate that. It's true. This defense is so good that they can carry us to victories this season. Zach Wilson will get better. And we have to bring up that Zach has not turned the ball over for 3 straight games. If Zach was turning the ball over, I don't think we're winning these games, by the way. So the fact that Zach Wilson is sitting back, he's relying on the run game, he's relying on the defense to get through his development, we're getting victories. If Zach was turning the ball over, we'd have a different discussion. But the fact that he's limiting turnovers, he's making the plays where we need to the most, and we have a defense that's playing like one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. They have a big test this coming week, of course, we're going to get into throughout the week, and then an even bigger test against the Buffalo Bills. So this Jets team, they have a lot to prove still, but we have a big cushion, and we have the second best record in the entire conference. So this is not the time for the Jets fan base to be upset. I'm telling you. Thank you, Teddy. I appreciate you. Poppy with the $5 super chat, a great member on the channel. We need something against the Patriots. Any trade for anything, something. When will we know about Breece? So Breece Hall, we're going to know about his injury later today. I don't know the significance of it just yet. It looks like an ACL. That's the initial test. but we will find out what the actual injury is later on today, man. Oh, it's such a frustrating thing to talk about because I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't. But we'll find out what's going on with Breece, man. Any news on the Breece Hall injury? Not yet, my man. Not yet. The initial test is an ACL, which is just like injuries are a part of the game. But the good part about it, and there's no good part about it, by the way. I don't want to make it seem like that. But we do have a running back that I have all the confidence in to make some fill in his place perfectly. And that's Michael Carter. Now, Michael Carter is not as good as Breece Hall. He's not the home run hitter like we saw yesterday. But he's still a capable back. And we got Ty Johnson. We got Bam Knight on the practice squad who will get elevated as well. Any news on the Alijah Vera-Tucker? No, not yet. It's an elbow. So we'll find out any significance on the elbow injury. And let's hope that it's just a little bruise and he'll be good to go. Stinks, man. It really does stink. Would Cam Akers be an option, or should we stick with MC? Listen, the Jets are 5-2. If Breece Hall's down for the year, I would like to see Joe Douglas get aggressive on the trade market and get a running back. Because this team, as good as Michael Carter is, if you guys have noticed, this offense we're running, it needs 2 running backs. So I don't know if I got confidence in Ty Johnson, right? I'd like to go out there, get Cam Akers, and have Cam Akers and Carter as the 2 backs, right? Because I love Michael Carter, but we need 2 backs. And I like Bam Knight a lot. Zonovan Knight will definitely get an opportunity if Breece is down for the year. Teddy with another $5 says, I'd also like to remind people of Barkley. He had an ACL. He's tearing up the league. Breece will be fine even if he's out for the rest of the season. Yeah, of course, Teddy. I have no concern about Breece Hall long-term if it's an ACL. It's just really gut-wrenching about this season because he was on pace. I mean, he's a top 5 running back in the league right now, Breece Hall. And it just really stinks that he was on the way to run away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, and his season had to get cut short if he's down. Very, very frustrating. There's no sugarcoating it, guys. So, guys, if you're just tuning into the show, we got over 111 people celebrating Victory Monday. Please do your boy a favor. Hit that like button on your way into the show. We're just getting started on this long live stream where we're going to break down Victory Monday. Let's see if this is going to continue to lag or we're going to have to transition back to that. Yeah, man. Why are we lagging? All right. I like this to stay in this viewpoint, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So we're going to go back to the wide shot. I'm sorry for the lag. Don't know anything about Breece yet, man. Don't know anything about Breece. So, guys, if you're aware, the Victory Monday streams, which we can just call the Monday shows now, just Victory Monday now, right? That's what we should call these streams. But the Victory Monday streams is sponsored by Mojo, and Mojo is an app that you can download today that is available on the Apple Store, and it is a sports stock market. And Mojo is an app that gives you an opportunity to invest in your New York Jets and the NFL players around the world. So let's look at what's going on with the New York Jets on the stock market. These are the 2 players that are trending up. Braxton Berrios and obviously Michael Carter exploded on the market, up just under 12% because of the injury to Breece Hall. You expect Michael Carter to get a lot of big-time stuff, right? Michael Carter's now going to be the featured back in his backfield. Braxton Berrios also trending in the right direction as well. And then the negatives, Zach Wilson's not trending up. I mean, he's only down 0.85%. He's not like he's dropping significantly. But this one hurts, man. Seeing Breece Hall plummet like that, that's not because of his play. That's because of the injury, right? That's not because of the play. That's simply because of the injury that he suffered. And it really, really sucks. So these are the 2 players that are trending down. And then also the 2 wideouts are not trending up. Obviously, Elijah Moore is not going to be trending in the right direction after his breakout. I mean, not his breakout, his trade request. So Garrett Wilson's not trending up either because he has not really been involved. I mean, the passing attack has not been trending up. It's all the running attack that's been winning us these games. And Mojo allows you to invest in the offensive players. So if we can invest in Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, I'm sure that their stock price would be skyrocketing. But Mojo's all about the offensive playmakers. So these are the two players that are trending up on the market. And of course, if you guys are aware of how the stock market works traditionally, you'd want to invest in stocks when they are at their low point. So if you do feel like Zach Wilson's a guy that's going to get better and better and improve his game over time, now's a good time to invest in Zach Wilson. Same with Breece Hall. If you feel like he's still going to bounce back on the long term, now's a good time to invest in Breece. And Michael Carter as well, man. He is going up, but at $6.37 a share, I got all the confidence in the world in Michael Carter making a big-time impact in filling in the shoes for Breece Hall. So only at $6.37 a share, you can sign me up for that any day of the week. Any day of the week, man. I'd be investing in Michael Carter big time right now. And then when it comes to the two receivers, I would probably stay away from Elijah Moore right now. It's just big time up in the air. I don't know what to expect from that. And then Garrett Wilson, man, he's just not involved in the passing attack yet because this offense is not really relying on the passing attack at all. So we will find out more and more about this Jets team. But again, guys, if you want to invest in your New York Jets on Mojo, you can download the app today down below in the description. And it's a great app, man. Just because you do not live in New Jersey and you're not able to trade, I still recommend downloading it because you can look at all the top movers all over the league. And I'm enjoying the app, man. I cannot wait for Mojo to get legal in New York so I can start trading and start investing because I'd have a lot of stock in these players. So again, guys, download the app right now. And if you do download the app, let me know in the description, in the comment section. And I'd love to give you a shout out because I'm enjoying Mojo, and I'm sure everybody would enjoy Mojo big time the more you guys use their app. So shout out to Mojo, of course. Poppy with the $5 donation, another great member on the channel. When will the Jets have their press conference today? That's my guess when we will find out injury updates. I'm not sure the exact time yet, but we will be I'll be updating you guys about that. So Poppy, again, I appreciate the $5, my friend. Happy Victory Monday, Richie. Happy Victory Monday to you, Snowball. Biggest game of the year this week. Jets have to pack the house. Yeah, man, we need Jets fans to absolutely pack out MetLife. We have to celebrate any rookie that can play a full season in this rough NFL. We still have hopes with Sauce and G-Dubs. Yes, we do. Breece will be missed. I'm devastated. Yeah, man, there's no... Listen. The devastation is true. We are very upset about Breece. There's no denying it. But now's a big test for the depth of the team, man. Tough win, but teams show resiliency even down some key players. Shout out to Zach. I trust in our quarterback. Let's take care of the Patriots at home. Gangrene from Portugal. Hey, Kevin. Shout out to Kevin supporting the Jets all the way from Portugal, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. So listen. Let's talk about Zach Wilson real quick, everybody. Let's talk about Zach Wilson. So I just want to show this stat real quick. Here are all the quarterbacks against the Denver Broncos this season. Geno Smith is the only one that had a good game. Davis Mills, trash. Garoppolo, bad. Derek Carr, did nothing. Matt Ryan, trash. Justin Herbert threw 57 times and had a pick and no touchdowns. And then Zach Wilson, we saw what he did. So this just adds context. And this is not me making excuses for Zach or anything. But if you watch my streams and you watch my videos leading up until this game, I expected Zach Wilson to not have his best game. I did not think that Zach is going to go out there and light it up. And if you expected that, I'm sorry that you were disappointed. I wasn't disappointed because it's kind of what I expected. So this defense that the Denver Broncos has is as good as it will get. And Zach Wilson made the plays when we needed to. That 3rd and 8 when he picked up the first down with his legs. That led the Jets down the field to kick a field goal, and we were losing at that time. We were down 9-7, and Zach Wilson picks up the first down with his legs, jukes somebody out, and then the Jets get down the field, kick a field goal to go up. And that big reason why we won the game. Now, Zach missed a lot of throws, but you also have to look at the context of it. The pressure was in Zach Wilson's face. I don't think I saw Zach Wilson be able to drop back and step up into his throw with a good pocket, like barely any times. And there was no separation down the field. So Zach Wilson needs to improve his game, because now, without Breece Hall potentially, we cannot rely on the run game as much as we would like. And it's up to Zach Wilson to elevate the guys around him. It's up to the offensive line to help him. It's up to the wide receivers to get open for him. But Zach Wilson has 3 straight games with no interceptions and no fumbles and no turnovers. So if Zach went out there yesterday and was turning over the ball, we wouldn't have won the game. We would not be on a 4-game win streak without Zach Wilson limiting the turnovers. So the fact that Zach is still able to play smart football, limit the turnovers, hand the ball off, obviously the game plan for the Jets was not to chuck the ball down the field with Zach, right? We understand where this Jets team is at in terms of their game plan. They like to rely on their running attack and rely on their defense to win them some football games. That's exactly what they did, and that's the winning formula, and that's what's been working. So why abandon it? But at the end of the day, Zach Wilson still needs to improve his game, because now we have 3 straight games against really good defenses again. The New England Patriots, the Buffalo Bills, and then the New England Patriots again after the bye. And if we want this team to really make a playoff push this season, and with how good our defense is, Zach Wilson really needs to improve. And I have all the confidence in him to do that. He's played 17 career games, and his stats are not eye-popping. He has some flashes of great plays. He has some flashes of bad plays. He's a young quarterback still developing. So he isn't the reason why they're winning, but he also is not the reason why they're losing, which is a big, big key. If he was really bad, the Jets would not be 4-0. Because if Zach Wilson was a really, really bad quarterback, he'd be turning the ball over, and he'd not be able to come back against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the fourth quarter and win. So, listen, you guys know me. I'm not this biased Zach Wilson fan thinking that he's the franchise quarterback. I haven't bought a Zach Wilson jersey because I'm waiting for him to prove to me that he is the franchise quarterback. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just blindly going to defend him. I'm not. I keep it real with Zach. I learned my mistakes with previous quarterbacks. I crowned Sam Darnold the franchise quarterback when we drafted the man because I was so desperate for one, and I learned from my mistake. So I'm not crowning Zach Wilson as the savior. I'm not crowning Zach Wilson as the franchise quarterback, but I'm also not going to say that he's not the quarterback for the future. He still has a lot to prove. And you got to add context. He went up against the best passing defense in the NFL, and the game plan was not to give Zach Wilson the ball and chuck it down the field. The game plan was to rely on the run game and the defense. Is exactly what happened. Because if you look at the stats of the quarterbacks against the Denver Broncos, this is what I'm saying, man. Everybody struggled against the Broncos this season. Everyone. So I expected Zach to struggle. Also, Zach Wilson, when he needed to make the plays, he did. Picking up the first down with his legs, extending plays. Now, he needs to make the right reads. He needs to make the easy throws. He needs to not spin around all the time. But we got to be patient with Zach, bro, because he's a quarterback that's developing. He's not a finished product. He's still learning the game. He's still coming back from injury, getting confidence, and he's winning football games right now. And when you're a quarterback winning games the way he is, that's only going to help out his development. So now let's transition to the defense, because this defense is legit. We can officially say that the New York Jets defense is a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL right now. We hired Robert Saleh to be a defensive mind to really get this defense clicked together, play within each other, communicate well, play fast, play with violence, play with technique, play with tenacity, play with an all gas and no break. And this defense they're playing winning playoff football, man. They really are. We're going to get into the defense a lot, but I want to get to this comment. Mike says, Richie, what you said is correct. Zach Wilson is not turning over the ball or panicking. That shows his improvement because you're not seeing the results in the stats. Doesn't mean he's not going to develop. That's what I'm trying to say. This would be a completely different conversation if Zach was turning the ball over, because if Zach was turning the ball over, we're not winning these games. I don't think we beat the Packers if Zach Wilson turns it over 1 or 2 times. I don't think we beat the Broncos yesterday. If Zach Wilson had an interception for a pick 6 or, turn it over in our own territory to give the Broncos good field position, we would have lost. Probably. So it doesn't look like that. It doesn't feel like it because it's not. It's really hard to see what's happening. It's hard to see the hypotheticals if this happens. But the fact that Zach is protecting the ball is a good part of his development, because now Zach just needs to get confidence. He needs to get some protection. He needs to get chemistry with his receivers, and he just needs to find the open players. And the game plan going in is pretty much what we saw. And we heard from Zach Wilson after the game speak to the sideline reporter of CBS, and he said the game went exactly how they expected. A low-scoring, ugly game of a defensive gauntlet. And it just so happens that our defense was the better defense on the field yesterday. As good as the Broncos' defense was, our defense was better. Our defense made more plays. And that's what I'm trying to say. And that's what I like to see. And I love how some people try to make it a negative that Zach Wilson is relying on his defense and relying on his run game. How about we respect the fact that our defense is that good that we can rely on it? Because now Jets fans are getting a little over the top here. They're forgetting where we came from. We were a bottom-ranked defense in the league last year. Hello, wake up. That is a big deal that this Jets defense has significantly improved in one season, from the bottom of the league to the top of the league. So please don't give me that nonsense. Like, oh, well, Zach's relying on the defense, so he's not. Hello, how about we talk about that we can rely on the defense? Imagine relying on a good defense. That's a good thing. That's a bad thing all of a sudden. Oh, yeah, the Jets stink because we rely on our defense to win. Since when is that an issue? You feel me? Since when is having a good defense an issue? Now, I understand that Zach definitely needs to improve, and I'm not saying that. If we really want to be a playoff caliber team and a Super Bowl contender in the future, Zach needs to prove to be the guy. So, we got to talk about the defense more, because the defense is just playing out of their damn mind. So we're still waiting to hear about Breece Hall. I'm going to give you guys the updates. The Jets fear it's let's just hope that it's a sprain, man. That's the only thing we can hope for. So, listen, don't listen to this chat, guys. There's no news on Breece Hall. There's no news on Breece Hall's knee. It's not confirmed to be a torn ACL. It's not confirmed to be a sprained ACL. So don't get it twisted. There is no news yet. So do not listen to the chat, please. I'd give you guys the news when I hear it. I promise you that. I absolutely promise you that. And let's hope for the best. All right? Let's hope for the best. It's the only thing we can do. I really wish that my streaming service would not lag. Let's try it one more time because I want to talk about the defense, and you guys deserve to see. All right, let's give it a couple seconds. Come on, baby. Don't lag on me. We lagging, guys? I think so. Oh, I think we're getting good. It's connecting here. All right. I like it. I think we're good. We're staying put, baby. We're staying put. Guys, if you're just tuning into the channel, we have over 200 people watching the Victory Monday live stream with just 68 likes. Do me a favor. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, everybody. As we're tuning in to the Jets Media Victory Monday stream for the 4th straight week. Man, all I want to do is stay on this beautiful screen. You know what? We're going to reset it all. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. So the New York Jets went on the road against the best pass defense in the NFL, and they came away with the victory. Those are the games that this Jets team usually loses. The same old Jets would have went to Denver against the backup quarterback and against a stout defense and would have lost that game. But this Jets team is different because our defense is playing playoff caliber defense. Our special teams is playing like the top unit in the NFL when it comes to punt coverage, kickoff coverage, when it comes to field goals. We are playing at top of the league. We really are, man. We really are. So I am so proud of this team. And it is a big time testament to the coaching staff. Because, listen, Robert Saleh has these guys prepared. Because if Robert Saleh wasn't a real coach, we would have laid an egg and lost that game. But we're 5-2. And the Jets are tied in second place in the entire conference. In the entire conference, the Jets are tied with the Kansas City Chiefs. We're a half game behind the Buffalo Bills. A half a game. We have the same amount of wins as the Bills. Now, they had their bye week, so they couldn't have won this week. But this is not the time to be upset. Next man up mentality. It's a game of injuries. If I told you before the season that the Jets will be 5-2 and there will be some injuries that we have to overcome, anybody would take that based on the schedule. And I do not want anybody to take away from Jets fans' happiness right now. And I know even some Jets fans are going to try to do that. We haven't beat anybody. We've beaten backups. Aaron Rodgers isn't the same. You can only verse who's in front of you. The Jets are doing what the NFL schedule has given them. And if we're losing these games, people were saying, wow, the Jets can't even beat backups. Oh, the Jets can't even do this. Oh, the Jets stink. Either way, those type of people that are just have a passion of hating on the Jets, even our own fan base at times, will never give the Jets credit. So don't listen to those clowns. Don't listen to those clowns that's going to be in the chat probably soon and on Twitter or wherever you hear it. A win is a win. Wins are hard to come by in this league. And the fact that the Jets went toe-to-toe with the best defense in the NFL and proved to be the better defense tells you a lot. Tells you a lot. The defense pitched a shutout in the second half. 0 points in the second half for the Denver Broncos. Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, CJ Mosley, Quan Alexander, Quincy Williams, Quinnen Williams, Carl Lawson, Bryce Huff, John Franklin Myers, Sheldon Rankins. This is a stacked defense playing like with a chip on their shoulder. Give me the New England Patriots next week. I love the way that we're playing. That game that we had last year against the Patriots at home, the home opener, I genuinely believe we would have won that game if Zach did not turn the ball over because of how good our defense played. If you guys remember, our defense is prepared. I have all the confidence in our defense to get the job done. I mean, we'll see more about the Patriots tonight, about where they're at. I think Mac Jones will be returning. But I love the way that our defense matches up against our offense. Now, the big question is going to be our offense against their defense. That's going to be the big thing. That's going to be the big question. You feel me? So, I'm amped up, and you should be too. And if you're not amped up, come on. Are you a Jets fan or not? Right? What Jets fan's upset at 5-2? What Jets fan is upset? Don't be a fan. Why are you a fan? Why are you a fan of a team if you're going to be upset about 5-2? Someone please let me know. Right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I love it. I love it. Come on! Get these freaking bots out of here. Dare I see defense is elite? You may say it, Adam. You may say it. Breece Hall, we'll find out more about Breece today, man. Let's just hope that it is more less of an injury. Hey, let's hope for a sprain, man. We were blessed by the football gods with Zach Wilson's injury. We need one more. Make it a sprain, please. Oh, God. But it's all good because the way that this defense is playing, man. Sauce Gardner, by the way, he's playing like one of the best corners in the entire NFL. And it's time to really talk about that. Do you know how important it is to have a lockdown, shut down corner? Especially one that is young that we just drafted on a rookie deal. That is huge. The fact that we have him. And also, let's talk about some positive injury news for a second. Jermaine Johnson will be back next week. That's a big plus. Jermaine Johnson will be back next week. That is awesome. Shout out Jermaine Johnson. We missed you. Don't forget that Jermaine has been having a really good rookie season, man. He has a sack and a half in only 4 games. He's playing good. Phenom says, the Jets overcoming many obstacles. Injury are a part of the game. This defense is fire and causes turnovers. We have a lot to believe in. Get ready, New England. Wounded animals are dangerous. Oh, I love this. It's very true, man. The worst part about football and sports is injuries. And listen, we have to be honest. This Jets team has been very fortunate with injuries so far this year. The only injuries that we've been suffering so far has been the offensive line. And knock on wood, right? That stays that way. But we've been fortunate so far with injuries. So let's hope that continues. Oh my gosh, man. It feels good. Listen, everybody deserves to be happy on Victory Monday. This is not the time to be upset. Please don't be upset on Victory Monday, Jets fans. Please. We're better than that. Remember where we came from. We came from the gutter. Remember where we were last year. We already have more wins than last year in 7 weeks. Wake up. Wake up, Jets fans. We have more wins than we did all of last year, and it took 7 damn games. So everybody that's upset because Zach isn't looking great or the injuries that we're suffering, we have a championship-level defense, dare I say, that we have a defense that can win championships. Yeah, we do. This year? No. But in the future, oh my gosh. Because the defense is stacked with youth, and this defense is only going to get better and better and better the more they play together. Because if you look at this team in terms of like contracts, who's on this defense for the long term? Sauce is here for the long run. DJ Reed is here for 3 years, including this one. So we got 2 lockdown corners. Michael Carter II on a cheap deal still. Continuity matters in a defense. The defensive line, Quinnen Williams. Hopefully he's here long term and gets an extension. John Franklin Myers is here for another year. Carl Lawson is here for another year. Jermaine Johnson, big piece. Michael Clemens. Jordan Whitehead signed a big deal. So my point is, the defense that we got right now, they're going to stay together. And you see the top defenses in the NFL. For example, the Denver Broncos. Vic Fangio instilled the scheme in that defense like 4 years ago. And I know Vic Fangio's gone, but they're still running the same scheme. And they're humming right now. Look at the Buffalo Bills defense. What makes that defense so good? Continuity. They've been in the Sean McDermott defense for 5 years now. Even 6 years. And they have the same players. Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. I know they have injuries, but when you have a defense that plays a lot of games together under a lot of seasons, they get better and better and better. Because the more comfortable they get with each other is where they really takes flight, man. And the fact that we have a defense that's playing at this caliber in only year 2 of the defense under Saleh tells you a lot. Because we have to take a step back and realize where this team was last year. Because I think some Jets fans are getting ahead of themselves and they're worried about a lot of things. And there's a lot more things to be worried about. Because people forget how bad this defense was last year. People wanted Robert Saleh fired. People wanted Jeff Ulbrich fired. Where are those guys at now? They're quiet. So let's start putting respect on this defense, bro. And I don't want to hear anything, man. Zach Wilson. No turnovers for 3 straight games and 4 straight dubs. The game plan going in for Zach Wilson for this game was for him not to light it up. They didn't ask him to throw the ball down the field. That was the game plan going in. And the game plan worked. They asked Zach, hey, listen, Zach, we just need you to be smart with the football. Don't turn it over. And make the easy throws. And he did that. Did he miss some throws? Yeah, of course he did. It's going to happen against the top D in the league. It's going to happen. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know we want a young quarterback that's lighting up the league, but if you expected Zach Wilson to have a breakout performance against the Denver Broncos and look like a stud, you don't know what you have to realize the context of the situation of what this team is going up against in the Broncos, man. That's really what my point is. Mister, this is it. You're talking life back in our organization. Talk your talk, Playboy. 1 for Kevin Maway, number 68. Hell yeah, man. Always representing Gang Green no matter what. I don't want to hear negative energy when we're 5-2. I just don't. We're not that type of fan base. We're really not. We've been through way too much hell for us to be negative when we're finally winning. Okay? That's where I'm at. We're winning, and I don't want to hear negative stuff. Yes, it's unfortunate about the injuries. Yes, it's unfortunate that we're not winning because of our quarterback, but we're winning because of our defense. And the defense has been the backbone of this franchise for our lifetime. Excuse me, my lifetime. Every time the Jets have been good in my life, back in 2009, 2010, our defense was top 5. 2015, our defense was good, but obviously Fitzpatrick and that offense was great. So we're getting back to the roots of the New York Jets. And that's a great thing. And I'm here to ground this fan base. We cannot allow us to be upset over being 5-2. Remember where we came from, Jets fans. I think Quinnen could win Defensive Player of the Year and Sauce Defensive Rookie of the Year, breakout players. Yeah, and Breece could win Offensive Rookie of the Year if he didn't get hurt. That's how good this team is, and that's how stacked we are with talent. Thank you so much for the $5, Rube. We appreciate the donation. Great member on the channel, my friend. Thank you, Ro. Defense wins championships. Hell yeah. Defense wins championships. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, my take on Zach Wilson is this. Simple. Shout out to King Jamie. Tie with the Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Hello, Jets fans. Do you realize this? We're tied with the Kansas City Chiefs. Same wins as the Bills. Hello. And we're upset. Thank you, King Jamie. I love you, bro. Appreciate you. This is my take on Zach Wilson. He has not proved to me to be the franchise quarterback yet. He has also not proved to me to be not a great quarterback, and we should give up on him yet. I'm still neutral. He's played 17 career games, and I am not somebody that's going to write somebody off over 17 career games in the NFL because it is really hard to win and play good football in this league as a young quarterback. And Zach is doing everything the coaching staff is asking of him. The coaching staff is not asking Zach Wilson to win us these games with his arm. And you can blame the coaches if you want, but you shouldn't because we're winning because of it. The game plan going in to this game against the Broncos was not for Zach Wilson to air it out. They're protecting our young quarterback. They're telling him just be smart. And he is. He is smart with the ball because he's not turning it over. So it's time to put more respect on Zach's game that he's being smart with the ball. Is he the reason we're winning games? No, he's not. Is he part of the reason we're winning games? Yes, he actually is. Okay? Bro, this is not excuses. This is context, Martin. This is not excuses. I'm not making any excuses. I'm talking about the game plan for the Jets coaching staff. Zach Wilson is doing what the coaching staff is asking of him. So I think the people that are upset with Zach should be more upset with the coaching staff because the coaching staff is the reason why they're holding Zach back. They're not asking Zach Wilson to do a lot. They don't care about Zach putting up numbers. The last thing this coaching staff is saying to themselves is, okay, you know, Zach does not have a lot of good stats this year. We're going to start getting Zach Wilson some better stats. That's not what this coaching staff cares about. The coaching staff cares about one thing. W's. They want wins. This coaching staff wants W's. And what's getting this Jets team wins is exactly what they're doing. Relying on their defense. Did you hear what Zach had to say after the game? It's proof of what I'm talking about. The game plan was exactly what we saw. Quick screen passes, quick throws. Don't try to throw the ball down the field because the Denver Broncos defense is serious. Run the ball and rely on the defense. This is not me making excuses for anybody. This is the reality of the Jets team this season. The Jets coaching staff is not asking Zach Wilson to go out there and light it up. They want him to be a game manager. They want him to ease his way in and develop for the long run and just be articulate with the ball, protect the football, and win because of our defense. And Zach Wilson said that. He said that, literally. Yeah, man, we knew going into this game that we have to rely on our defense to come out there with the dub. Is there something wrong with that? There's something wrong with the Jets team relying on our defense to win? That's weird. That's my issue with some of you guys. Jets fans need to be pretty pumped that we have a defense that we can even rely on. And we have a head coach that knows what the hell he's doing. We have a coaching staff that has a game plan that knows exactly how to protect the quarterback. Now, I am not going to be here, and I'm not telling you guys to be sold on Zach Wilson as the franchise quarterback at all, by the way. So I don't want you guys to get it twisted. I'm not here preaching, and I'm not biased towards him. I'm not delusional. I will say, before anybody else, that Zach has to improve his game. But you also have to take into account the context of the situation, of the game plan going into these games against the top stout defenses, and how good our offensive line has been with the run game with Breece Hall and Michael Carter and the defense. That's my point, man. We have a great head coach this season. We have a great defense. And this Jets team is relying on those things to win. There's nothing wrong with that. If you Jets fans want to be upset at 5-2, you go right ahead. Other Jets fans, we know where we came from. We know where we were last year. 4-12, terrible, terrible season. Little glimpses of flashes to be happy about. But now we're seeing sustainable success on the backbone of our defense. Anybody that's upset, go right ahead. You're more than welcome to be pessimistic and be negative energy. But this man, I'm not a negative person. Outside of football, I'm a positive, optimistic person on life. I love life. But when it comes to my Jets, when it comes to my Mets, when it comes to my Knicks, I've always been a realistic, optimistic person. And I know how much suffering I have been through with this team. I know how much suffering you guys have been through with this team. And now is the time to be happy. Because if you're not happy with 5-2, I don't know what to tell you. Then just go hang your head. Craig with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate you, my man. If Hall is done for the year, would you trade Elijah Moore for Cam Akers? Both are disgruntled with their teams. Jets are finally a popular team to join. I don't think the Jets are going to trade away Elijah Moore. I really don't. Frankly, we kind of need him right now. So hopefully they can resolve that crap. But if Breece is done for the year, which is a sad reality, then I would definitely call the Rams about Cam Akers. Because we need two good running backs. And we'll see. But listen, man, there are some running backs that the Jets can trade for if they can get it for cheap. But let's just hope that there's good news on the injury front for Breece before we talk about that. Teddy with the $5 super chat. Bro, F these haters, man. 5-2. Y'all just need to enjoy this. Listen, man, those people, allow them to be upset. There's no convincing. There's no convincing from me or anyone in the chat, the haters. Because if you're a Jets fan and you're upset at 5-2, you'll never be upset. You'll never be happy with this team. I'll tell you that much. Because the football is not perfect. This team is never going to be perfect. I'm sorry. They're never going to have an undefeated season. I mean, hey, you never know. But this football is a game of ups and downs. It's a game of adversity. It's a game of game planning. It's a game of, like, the game tells you what to do. And the coaching staff and the players are doing exactly that. And that's what I like to say. That's what we like to see, baby. No, Martin, they're not holding him back because they don't have confidence in him. They're holding him back because of how great our defense is and how great our running game is. Big difference. What did we see against the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's when we actually needed Zach to do something. We haven't needed Zach to do anything in the past game since that time because of how good our defense has been. You realize that? In 4 games of Zach's return, there's been one chance that this team went up to Zach Wilson and said, hey, buddy, we need you to win us this game. There's only one chance that he had to do that, and he succeeded. Against the Dolphins, he did not need to step up and win us the game because of our defense. Against the Packers, we did not need Zach Wilson to step up because of how good Breece Hall was. Yesterday, we did not need Zach Wilson to step up because of our defense pitching a shutout. The game plan is to protect the ball and to run the rock. So the fact that this team is good enough to rely on those things is a great thing. And listen, the Jets coaching staff is not trying to scheme up passing touchdowns to pad his stats. This Jets team is scheming up points by any ways. Block punts, field goals, rushing touchdowns, pick sixes, you name it. Passing touchdowns. They don't care how it's done. They just want points, and they want to win. That's really how I look at it, bro. If you're someone that is so obsessed with the box score and you care more about player stats than wins, then I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that I believe that Zach still needs to improve his game. Zach needs to play better. And I'm not here saying that Zach's playing his best football. I'm not. I'm just saying what the coaching staff, how they're approaching this situation. That's how you got to look at it, in my opinion. That's how you look at it, bro. Wins are hard to come by in this league. And when you have a defense that's playing at this caliber and special teams that's playing with precision, you win that way. Now, it is going to be a big test for Zach Wilson because now we have a disgruntled receiver in Elijah Moore. We have an injury to Corey Davis. We have an injury to Alijah Vera-Tucker. We have an injury to Breece Hall. So now we're really going to have to rely on Zach a little bit more. And the coaching staff is now going to understand that. And they're going to have to adjust their game plan. Because Zach Wilson is going to have to probably win us some football games more and more. Again, there's been one opportunity where the Jets had to ask Zach Wilson to single-handedly win us the football game, and that was against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he came through. Since that game, the Jets have been so good defensively and so good running the ball that we have not needed to ask Zach Wilson to go down there and score. That's how I look at it. The Jets just can't lose. Oh, man, this is gorgeous, man. 300 people watching right now. Smash the hell out of that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started here on the Victory Monday celebration. I'm pumped up. You should be pumped up. The Jets are 5-2. We're tied with the most wins in the entire conference. The entire conference. You joking? Wow. Zach did nothing on that drive. Are you talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers game? That is hysterical. 10 of 12, 128 yards and 2 touchdown drives. 4th and 7. Conversion, first down. 3rd and 8, first down. Penalties, 2nd and 20. Still goes out there, gets the first down. This is totally incorrect, buddy. It was not checkdowns at all. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what game you saw. But the one game that Zach needed to put the team on his back, he came through. Now, the next time that they ask Zach Wilson to win us the game, will he come through with it? I don't know. There's a chance that he doesn't. And there's a chance that he fails. Does every quarterback come through when they need him to? No. The good quarterbacks do it more than the good quarterbacks are the ones that do it more often. But the fact is, the one time that this Jets team needed Zach Wilson to win us the game, he came through with it. The other 3 games, we haven't asked him to do it. Is Mac Jones playing next week? Mac Jones, we'll see tonight, man. tonight's going to really determine about who's the quarterback for the Patriots next week. Because I think Mac Jones is playing tonight, and if he plays healthy and plays good, he's probably going to play against the Jets. Man, I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited about the franchise right now. I remember where this team was throughout the last 7 years. I've been through it all. So have you. And now is a great time to celebrate. Now is a phenomenal time to be content and to be happy and to celebrate Victory Monday, because usually the Jets don't win ugly games on the road when it's all about defense. And it still boggles my mind that Jets fans are shocked about the performance from the offense yesterday. It's exactly what I expected, which is why I'm not concerned. It's like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm just so aware of where this team is at right now that I knew going in that Zach is going to struggle. The offense is going to struggle to score points. And the only way we win against the Denver Broncos is if our defense is perfect. And it just so happens that it's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. And we're 5-2. Exactly what I expected. It's exactly what the Jets team wanted. It's exactly what they expected. It's exactly what happened. So, my apologies for being happy over a 4-game winning streak as a Jets fan that's been through so much. I'm living in the present right now. I'm living in today's world. We knew this season wasn't going to be about a Super Bowl. We're just trying to make progress. We're trying to make progress. Let's get to 200 likes, everybody. 300 people watching with 158 likes. Let's see it. Smash that like button. Oh, baby. Oh. You know what we really would like? If Elijah Moore comes back next week, because he better. He's flashed a little, still needs time, showed some serious elusiveness against Denver. LaFleur needs to get his shit together. Not impressive. Yeah, listen, man, the Jets didn't ask a lot from Zach. Hey, how many times? I think there was a at the end of the game, how many times did Zach Willis have a free rusher in his face? A lot. You put Joe Flacco back there, he gets sacked 400 times yesterday. Shout out Denzel Mims, by the way. Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims is a big reason why the Jets scored a touchdown. He had a key block on that 62-yard touchdown run by Breece Hall, who, by the way, clocked out at like 21 point something miles per hour, the fastest in the league. Oh, Breece Hall, please be fine, bro. Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. But Denzel Mims, he only had a catch, but I love his mindset, bro. You hear his press conference, he's like, yeah, I love blocking. I take pride in blocking. I want to rip the guy's head off. So, shout out Denzel, man. Zach needs to be better. We should trade with Cleveland for Kareem Hunt. If we lose AVT for the season, it could get ugly very quick. Yeah, so the unfortunate part of football is injuries, and the best teams are the ones that can overcome the injury bug. The Jets have been somewhat fortunate in the injuries so far this year, but now it's starting to pile up. And if Breece is done for the year, they might have to go out there and get a trade. Ty Johnson and Bam Knight will be the guys to complement Carter if we don't make a trade. AVT as well. We need him to be okay. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Besides the block, what did you like about Mims? I mean, there wasn't really too much to like about Denzel. I just like his mindset. I like where his head's at. I like his press conference. And I feel like he could take advantage of his opportunity with Corey Davis potentially injured and the whole Elijah Moore situation. So he still has a lot to prove. I mean, he had a bad penalty. He wasn't perfect by any means, but I'm excited for the Denzel. Even though you yell at me, Richie, I still love Jets media. Oh, I love you too, Martin. This is all love. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at – it's my Jets fandom that's yelling. It's not me. It's nothing personal. You know that. It's all love, Martin. Always. That's what this channel is about. It's about for me to allow my passion to just unlock on you guys, the positive and the negative. You feel me? If I yell at you, it's nothing personal. It's just how much passion I have for this team. And I know that, Martin. You don't need to let me know. Penalties killing us. Dwayne Brown 3 and 4. Zerline MVP. Yeah, I mean the Dwayne Brown penalties were a killer. How many false start penalties can you get, Vet? Like, come on, bro. You're better than that. You're better than that. Teddy with another $20. Teddy, I appreciate the donations, my friend. You are killing it. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Bro, Jets fans are so funny. Go Google the Denver games. No one other than the Raiders put up points. The offense played well in the Dolphins game and Packers game, and Zach led a great comeback against the Steelers. Hey, man, I agree, Teddy. Let him know. Teddy, I couldn't agree more, bro. Here, I'll put up this graphic one more time for the people that don't understand. Heading in to the game, this is exactly what I expected from Zach Wilson. It's pretty much exactly what happened. Look at these stats from all the quarterbacks that went up against the Denver Broncos. We actually put up the most points against the Broncos in Denver so far this year, by the way. So I couldn't agree more, man. I could not agree more. I would love it if I'm wrong about Zach. However, I've been watching football too long, and I know what I see, and I do not see a franchise quarterback. Hey, listen, Martin, I'm not crowning Zach as a franchise quarterback either. I'm just not quick to write him off yet. You know, I'm neutral, and I'm still allowing him time to prove to me which way it is, whether he's a franchise guy or not. And you should not think he's a franchise quarterback yet, in my opinion. He has not proved it. And you're right about that, Martin. You are 100% correct. Zach has not proved to be the franchise quarterback of this team yet. He has a lot to prove. But I'm not going to write him off yet, personally. Richie, let's beat the Pats at home, maybe. 6-2. Oh, I hope, Johnny. That would be glorious. Whew. Sauce Gardner got away with a lot of holding, but good we won. Hey, bro, the good corners are the ones that know how to get away with those penalties, and he's already doing it. He's already doing it. I'll take it. Jets beat Browns in Cleveland. Pittsburgh's in Pittsburgh. Packers in Green Bay. 1-0 in the division. The losses were with Joe Flacco. Say it louder for the people in the back, John. Say it louder for the people in the back, my friend. Julian says, miss Hall, but I don't want to depend on one player. Yeah, Julian, it's true. We cannot be a one-dimensional team that relies on one player. So now it's a good opportunity for other players to step up. Michael Carter, Ty Johnson, Bam Knight, Zach Wilson. We got to have other players step up in this place. Kareem Hunt on the Jets? I don't know. Des Bryant tweets, I'd love to see Hunt go to the Jets. I prefer Breece Hall just be okay and we don't have to trade for him, but like I don't want to trade for a rental running back. Like that's whatever. We'll figure that out. But Hey. Let's go. Richie, any vlogs for us fans of yours this Sunday at the game? Nah, Johnny, I'm not going to be at the game on Sunday, unfortunately. I'm going to be streaming the game like I usually do. I wish I can go to every game, but I have to live stream for the game. So that's the reason why. Listen, man, Breece had 100 rushing yards the past 2 games. Could have had it yesterday, too. He single-handedly beat the Packers and Dolphins. Yeah, man. Which is why his presence will be missed. And it's up to the coaching staff and the depth of this team to step up now. I like Mims' post-game as well, but wide receivers being unhappy is legit. The kid can't get them the ball. He's done some good things, but he's missing easy throws. Yeah, the throws that he missed yesterday were off his back foot, pressure in his face. He missed C.J. Uzama for a first down. He missed, who was it? He did rifle one to Jeff Smith, who hit him in the chest. Listen, there's not a lot to like from Zach Wilson's performance yesterday, and the wide receivers are upset because the unfortunate part about the wide receivers is they want the ball, but this Jets team is just not a team that's succeeding through the air. Richie, I have a ticket with your name on it if you're not trying to do a live stream. Thanks, John. I'll keep that in mind. Appreciate you. Let's go Knicks tonight. Bro, if Breece Hall did not get injured, I'm convinced he would have had like 200 yards that game, by the way. Which is so gut-wrenching. Hey, John, let me know when you have a Knicks ticket with my name on it. Let me know when you have a Knicks ticket with my name on it, and I'll be there with you. Okay? I was at the opener, but if you have an extra Knicks ticket one of these days, you got my number, John. Let me know, buddy. I'm there. King Jamie says, nobody said being a winner was going to be easy. Guys get hurt. Guys cry, me, and some fans still suck. This is pretty normal to me, guys. Jet up. Hey, listen, man. King Jamie knows what he's talking about. He's been watching a winning football team for how long has it been for the Chiefs? 4 years? I don't even know. And you're right. Football is a game of injuries. Football is a game of adversity. Football is a game of just a lot of battles to overcome. And so far, this Jets team is dealing with adversity better than you can ever expect. I'm so proud of the way that this team is handling adversity. They're handling injuries. They're handling selfish players coming out there like Elijah Moore. I mean, bro, if we lost yesterday, a lot of people would have said, oh, Elijah Moore, he sucked the energy out of his locker room. But the fact that the distraction of Elijah Moore did not affect this team is a big deal, man. It tells you how the veterans combined with the young guys, they have a good relationship brewing. All I care about is W's. I don't care about stats. That's how I'm at. I'm so nervous for the press conference today, and I do not know when they go for the press conference, bro. Oh. We'll see if there's any injuries. But on the positive front, how about Sauce? How about the D? How about Braden Mann? How about Greg the Leg? Hey, this is a great point. This was the trap game, and we won. How about that? The Jets won a trap game. The Jets won a game that was a trap. Oh, my God. Feels good. When are we doing the roundtable? The roundtable is the same time every week, Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time will be the AFC East roundtable. Moore needs to understand that the team doesn't trust Zach to throw, so the offense works through the run. I don't think it's more of that they don't trust him. It's just that when you have a defense that good, you don't need a... And you also have to realize the defense that we're going up against is the big reason for the game planning, man. Yeah, maybe they don't trust Zach to light up the best passing defense in the league. I don't trust Zach either to do that. Okay? Is that a bad thing? You can look at it that way. I look at it by a good coaching staff understanding the opponent and exploiting the weaknesses, because the Broncos are the best team against the pass and they struggle against the run. So why the hell would the Jets scheme up passing plays against the best pass defense? Makes no sense. You want to lose the game or win the game? So, like, everyone that's saying the Jets don't trust Zach, when you're going up against the number one pass defense in their home stadium and a defense that's so good against the pass and is not nearly as good as defending the run, why the hell would they scheme up passes for Zach Wilson to air it out? Why would they do that? If they did that, I'd be concerned with the coaching staff. I'd be asking the coaches, why are they passing the ball so much when they're so good at defending the pass? That's my point, guys. You got to look at the context and not just stare at the box score and not just look at what they're doing. You got to look at the opponent. You got to put yourselves in the coaching staff's shoes. They have a week to prepare. They create a game plan, and the game plan is to take the ball out of Zach's hands and give it to the run game because of how good the defense is. I say this, if the Denver Broncos defense was trash, that would not have been the game plan. Just saying. Okay? What about versus Green Bay? Green Bay shut down the pass again. And what happened? Breece Hall rushes for 120 yards and a touchdown. Why abandon the run if it's playing that well? We ran the ball 11 straight times. 11 straight times. Now, I don't want to get it twisted. This does not mean that I don't think that Zach needs to improve his game. But I have to make sure that Jets fans understand that it's less about the coaching staff not trusting Zach. It's more about executing a game plan based on who they're versing. Who runs New York? Is it the Jets or the Giants? I know they both doing okay this season. Which New York team makes the playoff at least? There's no reason to compare the Jets and Giants. I know it's a good talking point in New York media, but congrats to the Giants. I think the Giants have a better chance of making the playoffs because the NFC stinks, and they're also 6-1. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, baby. See, this is where people forget about the Steelers game, man. I always have to come back to this. The Jets have asked Zach Wilson to win him the game once so far this year, and he came through. The Jets are down 2 possessions in Pittsburgh. And Zach Wilson goes down the field and puts up 128 yards on 10 of 12 from the field with 2 touchdown drives to win the game. Since then, the Jets have not asked Zach Wilson to win them the game because the defense in the running game has put them in opportunities where they don't have to rely on Zach. Why do I have to keep repeating myself? You feel me? When he stepped up, when the Jets have asked Zach Wilson, hey, buddy, your first game back of the season, we need you to go win us this game. And he did. He did. And since then, the Jets have not been in an opportunity where they had to ask Zach to go and win the game because we're winning in the fourth. And when you're winning in the fourth, you rely on your running attack and you rely on your defense. Bro, we up. 5-2 feels good. Yes, sure, Jason. This is the energy we need, baby. 5-2. You are right. Zach was great late in the Steelers game. When we off script, the passing game is good. Facts. My guy Wardy's in the chat. What's good, Tyler? My season prediction for the Jets, 11-6. Oh, my God. I would love that. Give me 11 wins, Tyler. Give me 11-6. Give me it. I'll eat that all day. Num, 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 num. That's a playoff berth, baby. I'm kind of confused. I see you're in your room. You're a Jets fan. You said the Giants might make it to the playoffs, so you're just doubting your team. LMAO, okay, then bye. What? I said the Giants have a chance to make the playoffs. That has nothing to do about my Jets. They're in completely different conferences. The Jets will make the playoffs too, based on what I've seen. They're both going to make the playoffs. What's wrong with that? Did I say something wrong? That the Giants are 6-1, and I think they have a chance to make the playoffs. And I also think the Jets have a chance to make the playoffs. All right, man. Enjoy your day. Peace out. New York Jets 1 win away from over 5.5. Facts, John. I made that bet a while ago. I wish I put more on it. Oh, my God. Victory Monday. Guys, just so you know, we're going to open this up to a live caller so you guys can all tune in. And talk some smack and talk some love. This is the time to celebrate. This is the time to celebrate. Oh, that coffee's ice cold. Let's go. Let's go. I want to. Going 6-4 for the last 10 is doable. Hell yeah, man. I think that we are in the toughest stretch of the schedule. 3 straight games against the division right now. We're back home against the Patriots, debuting our brand new helmets, by the way. We're going to be wearing these helmets for the first time next week. Look how gorgeous. We're at home against the Patriots. We're at home against the Bills, and then we got the bye, and then after the bye, we're on the road against the Patriots. If we can somehow go 2-1, then yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, here we go. Richie, what? You're delusional. What? What do you say? It's a joke, okay? Relax. Yeesh. I can't please all you guys in the chat. Hey, listen, you guys realize I've been doing this long enough to know that it's impossible to please you all in the chat. I know what it's like, okay? But the Jets, honestly, even if we go 1-2, I don't want to, manifest 1-2 in the next 3 weeks. But if we split with the Patriots and lose against the Bills, that's 1-2. Would you guys be upset with that? Say we beat the Patriots, we lose to the Bills, and we lose to the Patriots. Would you guys be upset with 1-2? I'm curious. Or do you guys just want blood? You want to go 3-0 and you want to sweep the Patriots and beat the Bills? I mean, I'm trying to be realistic here. Say we lose on Sunday to the Patriots, and then we lose against the Bills, but then after the bye, we beat the Patriots in Foxborough. That's 1-2. If we can win one of the next 3 games, what does that put us at? 6-4. Right? I just need Jets fans to get realistic here for a sec. The Patriots, hey, sorry to remind you guys about this really sad stat, but the Jets have not won against the Patriots since 2015. But if we do beat the Patriots on Sunday, oh my gosh. That's going to be ridiculous. So we need to win one of these next 3 games. And it's weird to say that because we're on a 4-game win streak. So it's like, wait, why can't we just win all of them? But based on the injuries that we're suffering right now, it's going to be a little tougher. Split with the Patriots. And, bro, against the Bills, if we can be competitive against the Bills, bro, if it's a tight game in the 4th quarter with the Buffalo Bills and we take them all the way to the end and we do lose, I'll take that. We usually get creamed by the Bills. If our defense can stack up and shut down Josh Allen enough to make it a close game, you have any idea how big of a deal that is? If Sauce Gardner matches up against Stephon Diggs and shuts that man down, and the Jets defensive line gets to Josh Allen, and it's a competitive game in the 4th, and we just unfortunately don't get the dub, I'd be okay with that. So that's why the way I'm looking at it, and Teddy with the $2 says 10-7, I think is a really realistic win-loss. Yeah, I agree. 5 more wins. We're at the point, everybody, that our defense is playing so good that we can win any game. We can win any football game because of how our defense is playing. Now, there's going to be a lot of things we have to improve on to really win. Hey, I'm not underestimating the Patriots, my friend, which is why I'm saying I want to go 1-2 the next 3 games, minimum. I'm not. Don't make it seem like I'm underestimating the Patriots. I'm not. They're probably going to just destroy the Bears tonight and be on a high. So don't get it twisted. I'm not underestimating the Patriots. That's why I'm saying the Jets need a split with the Patriots minimum. Can't get swept by the Patriots now. Can't allow them to beat us twice. We beat the Dolphins once. We got that first division win under Saleh. That's what I'm talking about. Are we blaming black jerseys if we lose? Hey, man. The Jets' 4-game win streak is with the same exact uniform combo. White jerseys, black pants. And I love it. And now we are transitioning to these. And if we lose, I guess people will blame these. But these are going to look fresh. These are going to look fresh. That's what we say, baby. Let's go. I don't know, man. I'm just really excited about this whole team. I would love a Bears upset tonight, or a game where it looks like the Patriots struggle or something. Because I have a feeling the Patriots about to just steamroll through the Bears tonight. And that's what we all expect, right? Oh, I just want an update on Breece. That's really upsetting. Like, out of anybody, bro, it has to be Breece. Out of everybody. Out of everybody. All right, so this Jets defense, it's time to really, really put in respect on their names, bro. It really is. Who's running back 2 now? Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson filled in. We do not know the extent of the Breece Hall injury. We'll find out more about that later today. Breece Hall is on pace to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's a top 5 running back in the league. He was probably going to put up 150 plus yards if he did not get hurt that game. Breece Hall clocked that as the fastest running back of the season on that touchdown run. Breece Hall was going to be a first-round pick in fantasy next year. And it's just so unfortunate that had to happen, bro. What up, Nicholas? Tune in from college. Thanks for watching the Jets media stream, bro. Hey, I'm not riding off the Bills. Y'all are funny riding off the Bills, Richie. Broncos ain't the Bills. When the hell did I ride off the Bills? Buddy, please let me know when I rode off the Bills. I literally said, I hope the Jets can be competitive against the Bills in the fourth quarter, and if it's a close game and we lose, I'd be happy. Is that riding off the Bills? Did I misspeak? I literally said the Jets, if they can go 1-2 in their next 3 games, splitting with the Patriots, I'd be happy. That's including losing to the Bills. When the hell did I write off the Bills? I never said that. The Bills are the best team in the AFC for a reason. I'd be happy if the Jets defense can contain Josh Allen and Diggs. Am I expecting that to happen? No. But would I love it to happen? Yes. Let's go. Oh, man. So, listen, guys. I know everyone wants to hear the news about Breece Hall. I want to know as well. We don't know the news yet. When we find out, I'll let you know. But it's definitely not looking good. So, don't expect any positive news. And if there is positive news, then we're popping champagne. Because that means he's going to be okay. Oh, it's so sad. It's just so sad. Oh, my God. Breece is such a big piece of this team, bro. Hey, can we give a shout out to one play from Zach Wilson, though, of that game yesterday? Big piece. At the end of the first half, the Jets are losing 9-7. It's 3rd and 8, and Zach Wilson picks up the first down with his legs, jukes somebody out, and that leads the Jets to go get the field goal to take the lead. Now, is that what Jets fans want to see from the quarterback? No, they want to see him run. They want to see him pass. They want to see him pass for touchdowns. I get that. But it is cool that we have a quarterback that's athletic enough to pick up the first down with his legs and can juke somebody out in the open field and move the chains and help the Jets get into field goal range. This was a big, big play. This was a very big play of the game. I don't know if it's going to focus. It's blurry, but you know that. So, listen. This was a very good play from Zach Wilson. Did he have a game that should make us feel like Zach is a franchise quarterback? Absolutely not. But he made plays when we needed him to, man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Jack wants the link. I didn't even see that. We got Jack tuning in, baby. So some positive injury news because there's a lot of negative injury news. We get Jermaine Johnson back this week. Potentially Max Mitchell, potentially George Fant. Perfect timing in case AVT's serious. So we're getting another good rookie back when we're losing another one. Breece, please be okay, buddy. Oh my God, he's like the one player on this team that cannot get hurt. Fuck. The one guy on this team, you're like, Breece, come on. Okay. All right, so we're going to have Jack join the party of Victory Monday. Jack's going to join the party of Victory Monday. Jets fans, let's enjoy Victory Monday together, all right? Come on. Come on, baby. We should be pumped up. And if you're not pumped up, shame on you. Shame on you. All right. Let's welcome in Jack to the chat. Oh. There he is. Hey, with the headband on and all.
Let's go,
What's
baby.
good, buddy?
What up, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. We're on an hour and a half plus on the stream, and it's Victory Monday for the 4th straight week. And we're coming off a game that was ugly. It felt like a trap game, but we still come out with the W. And those aren't usually the games that the Jets win, but we did. So I'm happy.
Dude, I mean, this is what I was saying all day yesterday. Obviously, we dealt with tons of adversity yesterday. We still didn't get the banger of a game from Zach Wilson that we're all waiting desperately for. But listen, man, if we want to be a playoff team, we overcome adversity, we overcome injuries, we play defense, and we win the game. And that's exactly what we did yesterday. That is exactly what we did yesterday. This Jets defense, dude, is tough. I know we were going
championship level defense.
I know we were going against Brett Rippon, whatever. I don't want to hear it. More excuses, just pile on for the Jets.
Shut them down. 0 points in the second half, Jack. How many points? That's what defenses do.
0.
And listen, Jack, remember yesterday before the game we were talking about, like, what do we expect from Zach Wilson, right? And I told you, I'm like, listen, Jack, I know we want Zach to break out, but this is not going to be the game to break out. Because if you look at the context, I put this up earlier, but look at the quarterbacks that their numbers against Denver this year. The only person that played well is Geno Smith. Mills trash, Garoppolo trash, Carr bad, Matt Ryan, and Herbert. Everybody struggled against the Denver Broncos defense. And the fact that Zach Wilson was able to protect the football, limit the turnovers, was he perfect? Absolutely not. Did he have a couple turnover-worthy plays? Yes. Did he miss some throws? Yes. Did he have a gigantic 3rd and 8 conversion with his legs that helped the Jets get 3 points before half to give the lead? Yeah, he did. Is he 3 straight games without turning the ball over? Yes. Does he have to improve his game? Yeah, he does. But the fact is, the game plan this week, that Mike LaFleur implemented, was to not test the passing defense. Because why would this Jets team try to test the number 1 pass defense in the NFL? That would be a mistake game plan-wise. So they tried to reel it back, run the ball, quick screen passes, quick passes. They got the job done, got 16 points on the road against the best defense in the league, and then relied on the defense and got the dub, bro. And that is a good example of having a game plan, sticking to the game plan, and executing the game plan for the dub.
I agree, man. And a thing that I want to mention specifically about Zach, I think we're really starting to see now how important meaningful reps in the offseason really are. You know, there was very limited preseason for Zach, no joint practices. Obviously, he didn't play until week 4. And, you know, he's off to a slow start in terms of, passing the ball. But the kid's 4-0. The kid is
no turnovers in 3 weeks.
And he hasn't lost a game, man. So,
and Jack, I think a big reason too about Zach is if Zach was turning the ball over, I don't think we're 4-0 with him.
No,
I don't.
No.
If he threw an interception yesterday in our own territory, if he throws a pick six, if he's fumbling the ball, if he's turning it over against the Dolphins, if he's turning it over against the Packers, if he turned it over yesterday, I don't think this Jets team is 4-0. So people need to realize that is Zach Wilson the reason we're winning? No. But he's also a reason for us not to lose. And that's a big plus, man. He's only played 17 career games. And there's a lot of things he needs to improve on. And we understand that. But if we have to talk about him not turning the ball over because he was turnover prone early in his career with the Jets in his rookie season. He fixed it, went 5 straight games with no interceptions to finish off his rookie campaign, which is very impressive. But I don't think the Jets are 4-0 with Zach Wilson if he's not protecting the football. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's asking what the coaching staff is asking from him. He's exactly what the coaches are asking Zach Wilson to do. He is doing at his best capability, and that's exactly what he's doing, being a game manager. And I know Jets fans want a quarterback that's going to light it up. I want that too. But the fact is, when you go up against the stout defense like the Broncos, the Jets coaching staff are not going to scheme up passing plays for him to run up the score and put up 300-plus yards and touchdown passes. It's just not going to happen.
You know, man, I think that this is a very, very hard league. Obviously, it's hard to win games in this league. And if you're winning with a certain formula and it's working, why differ from it? We have 17 games on the schedule. This isn't baseball where we have 160 plus games. You know, we have 17 games and we need to win most of them if we want to make it to the postseason. So if we have a winning formula, why differ from that? Believe me, I understand, being cautiously optimistic about Zach Wilson. He hasn't showed us, that he can be that franchise guy yet this year. Although I think in certain ways he has, just not in the sexy sort of touchdown, 350, 400 passing yards sort of way. But listen, man, the fact that we are taking care of the football, I totally agree with you, man. If Zach was turnover prone like he was last year, there's almost zero chance that we would be 5-2 right now. So even though he's not, moving the ball downfield from a passing perspective on a consistent basis, he is protecting the football. He's making plays with his legs. I mean, if we still had Joe Flacco out there, guys, do you understand he would have been sacked like 11 times yesterday? Obviously, Zach Wilson, I was getting a little annoyed watching him spin, 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and stuff like that. But the fact that he can evade pressure, get rid of the football, sometimes he makes the boneheaded thing where it's like, all right, dude, why'd you take a 2-yard loss as opposed to just throwing it out of bounds? But like I said, this is still a developmental period for Zach Wilson. He played
a 17th career game.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. He just played a full season, basically. So, obviously it's not the sexy numbers that we were hoping when we drafted this guy 2 overall. And believe me, I understand. When you draft a guy that high, you need him to perform at a high level. And I think Zach Wilson still has sky-high potential. But going back to what I said, I think this, goes to show just how important meaningful reps in the offseason really is. I think Zach Wilson would be in a much better rhythm passing the football if he's been the guy since week 1, if he was in all the preseason games, he was in the joint practice against the Atlanta Falcons and stuff like that. So I think we're seeing, the downfall of not getting those meaningful offseason reps. But at the same time, kid's 4-0. He's protecting the football. He's extending plays with his legs. And let's be real. Yesterday we were going against the statistically best defense in the league without Elijah Moore, without Breece Hall, without Corey Davis, without Alijah Vera-Tucker. I mean, everything was stacked against Zach yesterday, and he still came out with the dub. So I'm obviously not over the moon about Zach's performance yesterday, but you're not going to catch me on here talking shit about our quarterback, who's 4-0, baby.
Facts, baby. Yeah. Love it. Shout out Matt with the $2 for Bills fan. I think you guys will be a wild card team. Fins looked whack. They did look whack yesterday, but they still got the dub. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. And Jack, I want to hear your thoughts about this. I talked about it a lot already on the stream. This Jets team has asked Zach Wilson to put the team on his back once so far this year and win them the game. And he came through and won them the game against the Steelers. Against the Dolphins, we were winning in the 4th. We didn't have to ask Zach to do anything. He just needed to manage the game, and he did that perfectly. Against the Packers, it was a shitty first half. They make their adjustments. He makes a big explosive play to Corey Davis. He makes a good throw to Corey, and then we're winning, and then the punt, and then all of a sudden the fourth quarter comes around, and the Jets are like, all right, Zach, just hand the ball off 11 straight times, and they still win. Yesterday, the defense pitches a shutout in the second half. We did not ask Zach to go out there and win us the game. So my point is, there's one time so far this year where the Jets coaches went up to Zach Wilson and said, hey, buddy, we need you to win us this football game. And he's 1 for 1 in those situations. Now, the next time when we get in that situation, is Zach going to come through? I don't know. There's a good chance he's not going to come through. If he does, oh my God, that's amazing. But my point is, the Jets have not asked a lot of Zach Wilson so far this year. They've asked him to be careful with the football, be articulate, and make the right decisions. And the fact that when they did need him to win them a game, he did. And that's really impressive to me. And that speaks volumes. And I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about that Steelers game because it was so long ago. The Steelers are not that good. But you really got to look at Zach Wilson's development and see the poise and the confidence of what he did there. And also, against the Broncos, Jack, how many times do we see a free rusher in his face? Like, the protection wasn't great. The Broncos defense was in his mouth. And a big reason why he looked so good in that Steelers fourth quarter was the offensive line was blocking the hell out of him for Zach. Zach was in perfect pockets. How many times did you see Zach Wilson drop back yesterday, Jack, with a clean pocket and actually be able to set his feet and step up into his throws? No, you didn't get to see that.
Maybe
and you like to see
quick pass to the flat. That's all I can remember.
Literally. So there's no chance for Zach to really play good yesterday. So my point is, the one time we saw Zach Wilson, one time this Jets coaching staff asked him to win them the game, he did. And we'll see that like it comes to rise. So let's transition, Jack. Let's talk about the defense, because this defense is just, oh my God, right? We're playing championship level defense. They pitch a shutout in the second half. Sauce Gardner on fourth down. They test him on Cortland Sutton, go route into the end zone, blanketed. DJ Reed, you're targeting him on the left side, blanketed, destroying Jerry Jeudy on a screen pass deflection on Sutton. We got the defensive line. We got 1 sack, but it was Huff and Carl Lawson. Quinnen Williams had a dominant day, even though if you look at the box score, might not look at it, but go watch Baldy's breakdown of Quinnen. He was disruptive. That interception that ripened through to LaMarcus Joyner, that was because of Quinnen Williams' pressure. Quinnen Williams was dominant yet again. So what has been the most impressive piece to this defense? Because they are really playing elite. I think we can finally say elite football. And I'm gonna give you the floor because I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break and I'll be back in literally a second. So thank you.
All right, guys. First of all, I want to know what you guys think the most important player or position group, or what's really the one thing that's making this Jets defense what it is right now. I'll tell you what I think it is. And it might not be an answer that you guys would have expected. I'm going to obviously mention all of our guys, but I'm going to start out with the linebackers, because that's the group I think between the defensive front, the linebackers, and the secondary. I think going into this year, we were probably all the most skeptical about the linebackers, right? And Quincy Williams, Quan Alexander, and CJ Mosley have played phenomenal football all year long. So I just wanted to really mention those guys real quick because they deserve a lot of credit, because a lot of people were sleeping on them before this year begun. And, I think they've proved that they could be, like Richie said, a championship level defense. I also think, obviously, the defensive line led by our boy Quinnen Williams is been absolutely phenomenal. Even though the stat line doesn't jump out at you yesterday for Quinnen. Like Richie said, go watch Baldy's breakdown. Quinnen was dominant. We got Bryce Huff in the backfield yesterday. That was cool to see. I saw somebody in the comment, Youthphoria, saying they should have gave CJ that pick. 100% agree. But now real quick, since we touched on the D-line, the linebackers, obviously the secondary has really been phenomenal this year, and it all starts with our first-round pick, 4th overall pick, Sauce Gardner, because he is the truth, man. He is the truth. I keep waiting. I'm like, all right, maybe this is finally the game that Sauce will get exposed. All right, maybe this is fine. Nah, man, the guy is locked down. And you hear guys like Jason and Travis Kelce talking about him on their podcast and how talented he is, and how if you could create a cornerback in a laboratory, it would be Sauce Gardner. And it's, I really think with Sauce, with DJ Reed, we've gotten so much better play from our safety struggling in the beginning of the year. Rich, I don't know if you realized my prediction yesterday came true. Joyner did get a pick. I predicted that in Richie's living room yesterday. I'm like, I think Joyner's going to get another pick today. And what do you know? He did. And, yeah, man, I mean, all three levels of this defense are playing phenomenal. And, Rich, I want to hear your thoughts about the linebackers specifically, because I started out this little defensive segment talking about them. Because I think out of the defensive line, linebackers, and secondary, I think it's pretty safe to say that we were all the most skeptical about our linebackers going into the year. And these guys have played nothing short of elite football for pretty much the entire year. C.J. Mosley, Quan Alexander, Quincy Williams, obviously missing some time, but you see the difference maker that he is as soon as he comes back. So how do you feel about the slept-on linebacking core of the New York Jets?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I remember everyone in the offseason was questioning the linebackers and safeties, and I wasn't as low on the linebackers as some people were. I think that they had a lot to prove. I'm a very big Quincy Williams guy, and I think the addition of Quan Alexander makes the biggest difference. Because without Quan, I don't know who that third linebacker is. I mean, Marcel Harris, Jamie Sherwood, Hamza Nazardine, I don't know. But those three, CJ Mosley is just a pro's pro. Should have got that interception. I think that was BS. He deserves that pick. But CJ Mosley is the captain of that defense. He has these players. The communication is stellar now. He has them playing with ferocity. They just set a tone, man. And the linebackers is such a big piece for this defense for so many reasons. You see Quan and CJ at the line of scrimmage. They can either blitz or drop back in zone. They don't really blitz a lot, but when they do, they really get the pressure. And their coverage has been good, man. The coverage is definitely not the strong suit of the linebackers, but they've been holding their ground, and they've been playing with just speed and ferocity and together and communication. So the front seven is just elite. And then you want to talk about the secondary. They're literally locked down. There's not one person in the secondary that does not have an interception this year. And on all three levels, like you said, man, there's nothing but positive things to say about this defense. And I'm really excited for them to get tested by like Josh Allen, because if we can go up against the Buffalo Bills and contain them, and it's a competitive game in the fourth, and we don't allow Josh Allen to just run up the score and put up 30-piece on us, which could happen, by the way, that's insane. Because first, let's get to the Patriots first, obviously, but I'm just really impressed with this Jets defense for so many reasons. And I said this earlier, but we have to keep reminding ourselves that this Jets defense was bottom in the league last year. This isn't just a defense that was good last year and now becoming great. This is a defense becoming trash to great in one season. That is a big testament of Joe Douglas's additions of Sauce and DJ Reed and Whitehead. It's also a big testament of the scheme and the coaching staff to believing these guys and instilling a scheme. And the best part about this defense, Jack, that I talked about earlier, is that everybody on this defense is here for the long run, basically. Sauce, rookie contract. DJ Reed here for 3 years. Jordan Whitehead, 3 years. Carter for another 3 years. CJ's here long term. I mean, Quinn and Williams will hopefully get extended. Carl lost. So the continuity is a big factor. And this defense is only going to get better and better with time.
I agree, man. I love every point you made there. I think the front seven is really elite as a whole. The secondary as a whole is certainly elite as well. I think that, it's kind of crazy to say this, but, since Joyner and Whitehead picked up their play, since we got Quincy Williams back from injury, now we're finally going to get our boy Jermaine Johnson back. Yeah. So that's at least some positive injury news amongst all this negative injury news.
And but he's been balling. Don't get it twisted.
Dude, we don't find me a weak spot on this defense, man. I mean, obviously it can all change against a team like the Bills. It can all change against, a high-flying passing offense. But I'm not going to take any credit away from this Jets defense. I don't care who we've gone against. I don't care what quarterbacks we've, played, whatever. This Jets defense deserves all the credit in the world, because you're right, man. We went from dead last in like every defensive category last year. And now we're a top 10, maybe even bordering top 5 defense in football, man. It's like, it really is unbelievable. And shout out to the coaching staff, man. again, we're so focused on these players that are out there, putting their bodies on the line. But shout out to Robert Saleh, man. Shout out to Ulbrich. Shout out to what's his name, White Cotton, right? The defensive line coach. Because those big boys have just stepped up. And I was a little worried yesterday. Let me know what you thought about this, because we obviously know that there was that blow up on the sideline between White Cotton and Big Q. And we later found out that was, Quinnen saying, stop calling blitzes, trust the four-man rush, trust the four-man rush. I would have loved for the sack numbers to have been higher yesterday. I think that Rippon had a lot of clean pockets where I'm like, God, this guy has a lot of time to throw. And, he's obviously not a starting quarterback in the league, but I don't think Rippon's a scrub. He was making some really nice throws yesterday, scanning the field. And the fact of the matter is he had time to do so. I think I kind of want to give a shout out to the Broncos offensive line, who we kind of thought was going to be crap heading into this game. They gave Rippon a lot of really clean pockets yesterday with 3-4 seconds to get rid of the ball, and he took advantage on more than one occasion. So I would have liked to see more pressure from the four-man rush yesterday, but not every game is going to be absolutely elite from those guys. I like to see Bryce Huff getting in the backfield. I like to see Lawson getting in the backfield, and like you said, run the tape on Quinnen. You'll see him doing his thing. He just didn't have the numbers yesterday that he did the week prior. But yeah, I definitely would have liked to see a little bit more from the four-man rotation yesterday. I'll go ahead and say it. I think that thin Denver air is gassing these guys out, man. Those guys were gassed. They really were. You can just tell.
And I also thought a game plan for the Broncos that worked in their favor was getting rid of the ball quick. I noticed Rippon would just fire that ball right away. He would just, to the point where the Jets pass rush didn't even get a chance to get home. And the Jets did have 6 quarterback hits, which is a lot. They only had 1 sack, but they did have 6 quarterback hits. And those quarterback hits mean a lot, man, because that means that they're there, but he's getting rid of the ball right before they hit him. So, and the best part about this, Jack, is even with not an elite pass rush day, we have such a good secondary that they can bail out the D-line at times. That's how good this defense is. And yeah, we want to be a defense that is destroying the quarterback every week because we got spoiled with the game against Aaron Rodgers, right? Just pressure, literally killing that man. But now we have a game where the pass rush isn't as good as it was. We couldn't get to Rippon as much as we'd like, but the secondary was strapping them up so much where they were bailing out the D-line. And how about that? And that tells you how talented this defense is. And I don't think that we can expect a dominant pass rush every single week. I think that is the backbone of our defense. I think that is what's going to really make or break this defense for the long haul. But I really think that, and you brought up the Denver air. I don't want to make it sound like an excuse, but you're gassed really, really. Even Sauce after the game was saying yeah, man, this Denver air, I was gassed. It's a factor. I mean, I've been to Denver. I've been to Colorado twice. I know what it feels like. I'm not out there playing football, but I know that it's a different feeling when you're breathing in a little bit, and especially when you're just flying on a Saturday and you're there and you're not adjusted at all. So yeah. It's definitely a factor. But I just love that the secondary can step up even if the pass rush isn't at their best capacity.
Exactly, and that's what makes an elite top 10, bordering top 5 defense, man. I mean, when one area is not having their best performance, another area steps up and, covers their asses, man. And that's what we saw, especially on that last drive yesterday. After they called back that CJ Mosley interception, I'm like, please let some nonsense happen right now and let me just explode, But they locked up. They did their job.
Down, Sauce.
And it was, dude. It was really, phenomenal coverage from Sauce all game.
Have we ever seen a ball get thrown to the right side and Sauce is 3 yards away from the I've never seen it in my life. Sauce is just blanketing.
He was stride for stride with Jerry Jeudy, stride for stride with Cortland Sutton. I mean, throw anybody at Sauce Gardner. He's got the speed, he's got the mobility, he's got the length, and he's got the instincts, man. The instincts and the timing for Sauce is crazy. There was one play yesterday, I forget who it was. It might have been against the tight end Dulcich. But, the ball was pretty much about to be caught, and Sauce just had phenomenal timing, basically wrapped him up from behind as soon as the ball got there, so there was no sort of interference or anything like that, and just punched it out, just made it impossible for the catch to be made. And he really is I don't think it's a stretch right now to say that Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in the National Football League. Somebody tell me I'm wrong.
No, he's playing like a veteran in his prime.
Oh my God, it's insane.
What is his prime going to be like? You know what his prime is going to be like? And Salah said what his next level of his game is? It's taking the ball away. Instead of those pass breakups, he turns into a guy that just rips the ball out of the air and gets a lot of interceptions because as the ball's going his way, they're not avoiding him. They're going to have to start avoiding him after he gets those takeaways. But I think when he hits his prime is when he starts getting those interceptions, which I'm not complaining because get all the pass deflections you want. He is tied with the league lead with Trevon Diggs with the most pass breakups. He had 3 yesterday. And Sauce also has a good way of getting away with penalties, and that's amazing, right? It's a handsy sport. When you're a cornerback, you have to be really articulate with when to, put your hands on the receivers. And you could say he's getting away with penalties, but I look at it as, the top corners in the league are the ones that knows exactly how to manipulate the rules and find the loopholes. And, the wide receivers also initiating contact. So it's a double-edged sword there. And I think that Sauce Gardner, you literally cannot ask for a better rookie season so far, man.
I agree, and I'm happy you brought up the potential penalty thing because let's keep it real, man. This is football. Every single play, there's pass interference. Every single play, there's holding. Every single play, there's some sort of penalty that either gets called or doesn't get called. Every single time the ball is snapped, there's a penalty that occurs somewhere, whether the refs see it and call it or not. So, I don't want to hear anything because I can already see people, Sauce Gardner, every big pass breakup should have been a pass interference. Nah, man, because even Charles Davis, who, by the way, I cannot stand. I was so ready for Charles Davis to not be in my ears anymore yesterday.
Madden?
Oh, my God. Yeah, because it just reminds me of Madden, dude. And it's just he's so corny. I'm just dude, enough with Charles Davis.
Yeah, Brian Eccles, he's like, that was a penalty. Shut the hell up. It's not.
Yeah. That's the example I was thinking of. But then he did give Sauce's credit where he said, yeah, that was just kind of hand fighting. I think it was an attempt to a downfield attempt to Cortland Sutton, I believe. When Charles Davis did give Sauce's credit, the hand fighting was going on between the both of them the whole play. The refs decided to let them play it out, not throw the flag, and Sauce just played better. So there are those moments where, yeah, I'm sure you could have called the flag, but like I said, every single time the ball is snapped in a football game, there's penalties going on everywhere. Whether the ref sees it or not, calls the flag or not, penalties happen on every play. So I'm so impressed with Sauce. And so is Broncos fans. So shout out to Broncos fan.
Yeah, Broncos fan was very impressed with Sauce. He thought he was a little overrated, but boy, was he wrong. Yeah, man. That's what people keep thinking about Sauce when you don't really watch him and you're just like, yeah, this guy's okay. I mean, we're going to beat him. And then you verse him and it's like, wow, he's different. He's built in a laboratory, bro. He really is. And I'm just jubilated. And then the fact that we have Sauce, and then how about we give some shout outs to DJ Reed. DJ Reed was a dog yesterday. He blew up that screen. He had an amazing pass deflection on Sutton. I mean, the secondary was so locked down. They did not any throws down the field over the top. And Michael Carter the second as well. Whitehead is laying the boom. LaMarcus Joyner is getting the interceptions. I mean, bro, DJ Reed deserves his flowers, bro. Sauce is the one that we're all gushing about because he's the prize rookie, but DJ Reed locked down.
Dude, I'm happy you mentioned DJ Reed because I was going to mention him as well. And I think that, that one play that you said, that big deflection against Cortland Sutton, first of all, that was a great read by Rippon. I really thought that was going to burn us on that play. Cortland Sutton is a big go up and get it, vertical, strong type of receiver. And, I forget whether it was Joyner or Whitehead, but Rippon read that, the deep safety was going onto the other side of the field and not following Cortland Sutton on his go route on the left side of the field. He saw the one-on-one opportunity with his big, 50-50 ball type of receiver. He threw a great ball, and DJ Reed just played even better defense, man. So I shout out to him, shout out to Joyner, shout out to Sauce, obviously. Guys are playing very, very good football, man.
All right, guys. So now we are going to open this up to a Jets Q&A so you guys can come on here and celebrate Victory Monday with me and Jack. We want positive energy, baby. So I'm going to put the link in the chat right now so you guys can come in and we can celebrate together. Because, Jack, 4 straight Victory Mondays. Do we just call Mondays just Victory Mondays or what? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous.
Guys, yeah, let me say real quick. There's a lot of football left to be had. Obviously, we have some distressing injury news that we're dealing with. Let's not forget this, man. Let's remember this last month straight that we experienced of winning. Let's not forget what this feels like, man. Because the Jets are here. And let's hope that they're here to stay. But let's not forget what this feels like, man. This has been an amazing time to be a Jets fan. And I'm not saying that it's done. I love Michael Carter. I love our depth. I love the depth that Joe Douglas has assembled on this roster. I really do. And so, I think that even, God forbid, if Breece Hall, if we do get the news later today that Breece Hall is out for the year, we didn't take Michael Carter for no reason, man. Michael Carter's a stud. I trust in Ty Johnson. I trust in the offense in general. I like the offensive line depth, although I wish they played a little bit better yesterday.
Max Mitchell will be coming back soon, by the way, and Fant
will be coming back soon. I think that yesterday was just, I don't know what the hell was happening with all the penalties, but obviously that's not going to happen every week. It hasn't happened so far this year, so I think that's hopefully just a fluke. This season, regardless of who went down yesterday, this season is alive, baby. This season is more than alive. Are you kidding me?
And we also have to remember where we came from as a Jets fan base, Jack. We already have more wins than last year. This Jets fan base has gone through misery for 7 straight seasons since 2015. So this is the time to celebrate. We're 5-2, 4-game winning streak. This is not the time to glout. We have to humble ourselves as a Jets fan base and remember that we're not a team that's been winning all the time. It'll be different if this is the case this season and we've been winning for the past couple of years. We don't have a winning season in so long, and Jets fans have been through so much misery to the point that we should be happy and a smile on our face that we have a team that can deal with adversity, baby. So, guys, we're going to open this up to a Jets Q&A. So if you want to join in and call in live, click the link at the top of the chat. We got people lined up already. All right, here we go. The one and the only is the first one.
Yo.
B-Man, 5-2, baby.
I'm ecstatic. I'm looking forward to it. I already got my tickets to Jets Patriots. I'm taking a coworker of mine. This will be his first football game since 1988.
Wow.
Nice, man. Good stuff, buddy. So what'd you think about the game yesterday, B-Man?
And it was sloppy. I think, look, nobody this year outside of Geno Smith has played good against Denver. Let's be honest. If you look at the numbers, Matt O'Leary tweeted it out. Everybody's passer rating is down against
the numbers.
Yeah, nobody's playing good. Like I said, outside of look, no one's literally Geno Smith is the only one who's played good. It's not a worry thing, and Denver is our house of horrors anyway. So, look, we won sloppy. It's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Losing Breece Hall sucks, but this is a team of. It's not like Jet teams of old where they've had guys, but they've had players, but just 1 or 2 guys, and losing them is the kiss of death. The Jets have adequate depth to compensate for such losses.
I couldn't agree more, man. And that's the best part. And literally, injuries are not a positive thing. But the good thing about these injuries is the depth that we do have on this team. Michael Carter is no scrub. And you can't replace Breece Hall. You saw what he did yesterday. He's the only touchdown we got. And it was from a 62-yard home run hitter. But the fact is that this Jets team has depth, man. And I feel like Joe Douglas has done such a phenomenal job of being prepared for injuries. And they've also done a good job to prevent injuries up until this point. So I'm excited, man, and there's a lot of things that needs to be cleaned up. But how about that, V-Man? When's the last time that a Jets team has a trap game and they come out with a win in an ugly fashion? We don't usually win those.
No, we don't. I'm just looking forward. Look, this is what we wanted. Going into that Patriots game, 5-2. That stadium is going to be stoked. And I'm going to lay you down on a little fact that most people don't know about the Patriots. But before I do, I'm just going to list this team for you. I'm going to ask you if you're scared of this team or not. Okay?
Let's hear it.
All right. So there's this football team. They are 8-18 against teams over 500 the last 3 seasons. And in those games, their defense has allowed 344 yards per game, which would right now be dead last in the NFL. And they've allowed 24.2 points per game, which would be 21st in the NFL. Are you scared of that football team?
Sounds like the Patriots to me.
It is the Patriots, so are you scared of them?
No, I'm not, because we're about to win that game, V-Man.
V-Man's using some serious.
I want to point that out because everybody always tells me it's Belichick. Because here's the funny thing: it's like Belichick beats up on loser teams, and all the analysts like clap their hands and praise him. But then when the Jets do, it's like, oh, it's just a loser team. It's just this bum
Such
team.
a fact, bro. It really is such a fact. We get no respect.
When you look at those numbers, that's not an impressive number for the Patriots. And I want to ask, I don't think there's anybody in the chat right now who would argue the Jets are not a quality football team.
If they can't admit that we're a quality football team, they're just stuck in like this delusional, like, oh, I have to be right. It's just, I don't even listen to those folks because we are a quality football team.
Break. I'll be right back as soon as I can.
All right, bro. Listen, man, B-Man, it was, I'm excited that you gave us that fact because the Patriots, we'll see what they got tonight, right? They're a team that beats up on lesser opponents, and they're going up against a lesser opponent tonight. So pretty.
Well, I mean, the Bears do have it. What are the Bears defensively? Are they decent defensively?
Yeah, they're decent defensively, but their offense is so bad.
Yeah, so no, let's see. Well, we'll see if their defense can at least make them competitive.
Yeah, I agree, man. Well, B-Man, I appreciate you as always. And if we get to go 5 straight Victory Mondays with you on the stream, this is going to be historic.
Yeah.
So enjoy the game with your coworker, man, and let's get a dub, buddy. Come on.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace out, V-Man. We appreciate you. Shout out to V-Man. Jack is taking a quick bathroom break, so he'll come back shortly. But again, guys, if you want to call in and celebrate Victory Monday, click the link at the top of the chat, and you will join and talk to myself and Jack when he returns. We got Josh back in the building.
Victory Monday, man. Victory Monday.
4 straight Victory Mondays, Josh. What you know about that?
Let's go. So the game wasn't pretty. Offense was not pretty at all. Defense stayed solid the whole game. Let's go. And man, our cornerbacks is too tough, man. Our cornerbacks is too tough. Love Sauce, love Reed, love our safeties. I mean, defense just was real solid. This was a defensive game for real because Packers defense was really good. I didn't think the Packers defense was that good this year though. I was like, dang, I guess they really is. It's good. So who impressed me? Oh no. I'm mad about Breece Hall.
Yeah, man.
I hope he comes back. I hope it's not a season injury. So hope he comes back. Like that kind of like takes away the joy of the dub that we just got. But I mean, we still got the players to still win. But shit, we still got the victory out at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
A win is a win, man. Josh, when's the last time this Jets team gets wins and the Jets fan base is upset about it? That tells you a lot.
It really does. Like we 4 games in a row winning streaks. it's still a good feeling. It's just the injuries is really what's bringing the joy down right now.
No,
like
because
like with them injuries, it can affect us moving forward. Like we really gotta like do something to replace them, or like just guys gotta step up from the next round. So we just gonna see. It's
very. I mean, there's no sugarcoating the injuries, bro. But this is a big test for this team. What type of guys do we have? Do we have guys that's gonna step up and seize their opportunity or not? Because I think that Michael Carter is definitely capable of handling the workload to be the number 1 back. He's not going to be Breece Hall. He's not going to take it to the house like him, but he can still pick up those first yards and move the chains, and we can still rely on Carter. And we'll see, bro. But like you said, that defense, though, those corners, though.
Yes, sir.
What about that?
defense is gonna be solid all year. I feel like unless an injury comes out on there, but let's cross our fingers with that. We gotta stay healthy on defense. But I feel like Michael Carter can put the team on his back. It's just he needs help. He's not big like Breece Hall. He's not fast like Breece Hall. So he needs help, just like he did in college when he was at North Carolina. He needed Javonte Williams for that help. So I mean, yes, we got the players, but we just gonna have to see what the coaching staff gonna do to for this depth, and we got to see next week with the Patriots. Like, we can beat the Patriots. I know we can, but we just gotta just do what we have to do.
Facts, bro.
Definitely.
I mean, there's a lot of things that needs to go our way for the Patriots game. Hopefully we get healthy. We're getting Jermaine back, which is positive injury news.
Yep.
Hopefully ABT's okay. Hopefully Corey is okay. Denzel
sir.
Mims gets a big chance to step up. We'll see with the whole Elijah Moore situation if he's going to play or not.
Sorry to cut you off. Elijah Moore, his situation, when I first heard about it, I didn't like it. It gave me Jamal Adams vibes. For real, like I don't know why. I mean, I understand why he's frustrated and stuff, but yeah, like everybody said, we're winning. Like, and then I seen a clip that he yesterday that in the press conference he was making it about the team and not about himself.
Yeah, that was last year at his rookie season after a loss.
I mean, he need to get back on track. He need to get with this winning. Stop being selfish and stuff. Like I understand you trying to worry about your stats and stuff, but
we need him too, which is the sad part about it. Like, we missed him yesterday.
Yeah, we really did. Like, we need to start using him more because last year when he was healthy, he was definitely doing something. Every time he played, he did at least something. Like, so. But we're going to see against the Patriots. I know we're going to win that game. I just feel like we're going to win that game. But if we don't, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, man, let's go. Still Victory Monday. That's
Victory Monday, baby. Now. If we have to go through some kinks and bruises on a Victory Monday, sign me up for that any day of the week, Josh. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sign me up for any day of the week.
What's up, Jack, man? I don't want to take up. Let's go, Jets. Victory Monday, man. You already know. Let's go, Jets. I don't want to take up you guys' time and stuff. I know y'all got some more calls to do. I'm going to see y'all next Victory Monday. Go, Jets. Let's go. Woo!
Let's go, Josh. I appreciate your call every week. It means a lot, my buddy. Let's go.
So, love, guys. Go, Jets.
All love, buddy. That's a great guy. Yo, you know that he has a Jets Madden YouTube channel.
Oh, man. Is he on the PS5?
I think so. Josh, you got Jack is the big time Madden guru.
Josh, let me know, Josh.
I like this comment from Peter real quick. Peter says, Zach is following the game plan. That seems to be working. You play to win. He's 4-0. What the F do you want from him? Nobody expected to be 5-2. LaFleur will open it up when he's ready.
Bingo.
Bingo is his name-o.
I'm not
All right,
worried.
guys. We're going to get to the next caller. Hey, he's tuning in from Israel. It's Nash. What's good, buddy?
What's up? Yo, Jack, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? How's it going, bro?
It's doing good. Rich! I keep calling it, baby. Keep calling it.
You call it every week. It's crazy.
Dude,
4 straight.
Dude, let me get the 6-2, and then we'll see if we can get the 7-2. That's going to be
Oh, man. When did you watch the game?
So the game started here late. It was a late game last night. So here the late game started at like almost 12 at night. I passed out like after the first quarter, but I saw that Breece Hall though got hurt, so I was pissed about that. But we won. We got the dub.
Yeah. Hey man, if we have to, like I just said, be upset with the W because of injuries and because of subpar play, I like that better than talking about losing.
Exactly. Listen, we're 5-2. We're 5-2. We at this point last season, our season was over.
Yeah, it was.
And I actually was thinking about something the day after I got onto the live video with you. I think it was like last week. I was like, shoot, if we have to like win this game next week, so I can tell you this. I saw like a video. I don't know when it was, like either a week ago and all that stuff. And they said on the channel over there, wherever they were talking on that, we're used to the Jets not being so good, always having a losing season, never winning. But this is a different generation Jets. These players that we got right now, 80 to 90% of them are under 25 years. Like most of them are under 25 years old. And it's like a different era. You understand? We're not in the era of Brandon Marshall, of Bryce Petty, and all, those guys. But
true. It's very true, man. This is not that because
this is not the same. It's a different culture. It's the whole energy of the Jets is changing right now with Salah.
100%.
Dude, it's a different era, man. And
I honestly
think,
believe if the Jets lost yesterday, I'll rephrase it. That win yesterday proves that we're not that team. We have a different shift in culture. We have a head coach that's instilling a mindset that's prepared. We have a team that's understanding. Okay, we're the favorites. We're supposed to win this game, and we do.
For sure, exactly. And I think that when people keep putting us down, saying not a lot of people give us any chances, but that's only because that they're reminded that the Jets every year till now, like for the past few years, have just been losing and losing and losing and losing. But that's just because we had players that grew up almost were like teenagers and going into college watching the Jets lose. And that's just how it was. And this is not how it is anymore. You understand? These guys are fresh. These guys are new. These guys are young. And it's a new era, man. We're starting a new era of the Jets. We're not the old Jets. And I believe that, listen, again, I keep saying that, get me to the playoffs. Like at this point, I believe that we can actually get there. I keep looking at the schedule, but except the Bills twice, I hope we can, put up a fight. I don't know what's up with Breece Hall. I didn't really look at my phone all day. My 1-year-old broke her leg the other day, so I've been caught up with doctors and all that stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. So, but I have to catch up on some stuff.
Yeah, we don't know about the Breece Hall news. The initial test is not positive.
It's not positive.
Is a season ender. So we're hoping that the news will come out today, but it's definitely not trending in the right direction.
So prayers. I pray every day to God with my in the religious aspect. So
of course, man.
So I'm praying. I pray every day that the Jets do good and
say one for Breece, man.
Man, prayers up for Breece. Prayers up.
Well, Nav, your energy is infectious on these calls every week, and I love you coming on here. And
awesome,
even
man.
when we lose, I still want you to come on here and celebrate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you better let me on though when we lose. What do? You do a losing Monday or what?
Yeah, I mean we go live and we do call-ins every Monday, regardless of a win. But it just so happens that it's 4 straight, so I call it Victory Monday.
All right, dude. I call 6-2 next week. 6-2.
Oh, let's call 5-2 last week. So
I called 4-2 and I called 3-2, dude.
You did. You've been calling it. You've been on a roll. So I love it,
6-2. 6-2. And
your daughter, your first.
Thank you, man.
And
thank you,
man.
man.
As well with the family, and we'll talk to you next
Jack,
week.
it was good to see you, man. First time I get to to be on the call with you, dude.
Yeah, same to you as well, man. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
I appreciate your positivity.
Thanks,
I appreciate you sending support halfway across the world, man. You're an awesome dude. So keep it up, man.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. All right, Rich. We'll see you next week. 6-2. 6-2.
I'll hold you to it.
Let's go.
Man, have a good one. Excellent call there from Naft as always. One of the better calls. Love it. I love it.
Love it.
All right. We got another call in. Who was here last week? Jets Unleashed in the house.
What's up, Richie? What's up, Jack? How you guys doing?
How you doing, bro?
Doing great, man.
Dude, I'm excited. Dude, I'm happy that we got the win. Hey, it wasn't pretty, but hey, we got it. We got the win. So
a win is a win. Amen.
All right.
What were your thoughts of that game, buddy?
Well, Zach Wilson didn't play the best game, but again, it was an ugly game. So, again, he needs to improve. We all agree on that. But again, it was a bad game for him, though. So, like, every QB has a bad game. So that was his bad game. But, dude, the thing that most people are not understanding, he didn't turn the ball over. That's the one thing. Look, if you look at last game against the Dolphins versus Steelers. Dolphins, Tua had like almost 5 picks. They just got lucky that they dropped it.
That was crazy, bro.
So I'm just happy that that Wilson is not putting us in that situation, and it sucks that Bryce Hall's hurt, and he will most likely be out for the season. But you know what? That's why we have depth. That's why we have Marco Collar. We have him so that if situation like this, the next man up, man, him and he should be able to win it. Last year he was able to do it. He showed that he could do it. So now he's gonna be our main one now.
And I think he can handle it.
I agree with you. I'm so happy you brought up Michael Carter because obviously it's been the Breece Hall show so far in 2022. But pretty much every time Carter's number has been called this year as well, we've gotten big plays from Michael Carter, man. Michael Carter is shifty as hell. We can throw him the ball. We can hand him the ball. So, you know, we are by no means dead in the water. Once we get some of this offensive line, some of these starting offensive line pieces back as well, I think, you know, we can just expect continued success in the run game, even without Breece Hall, man. Obviously, we saw Breece Hall's home run hitting potential yesterday, but even without Breece Hall, man, I trust this run game. I really do. So I think we'll be all right, man. I think you made a great point with Carter there.
Bam Knight. Hey,
preseason. Oh, go ahead, say.
No, I was just saying. Remember Zonovan Knight, who like won the Jets fan base over? He's on the practice squad. So if Breece goes down, we're gonna elevate him up there, and it's gonna be Carter, Johnson, and Knight. So we'll see what they can do, man. They got to step up in Hall's shoes, and it's gonna be a big void to fill. But I think Carter can handle it.
I do too, man.
What? Any news on AVT? Oh, not yet.
Not yet. We're going to hear from Saleh later today around like 2 or 3 o'clock. It was an elbow injury. He was trying to return, and then they ruled him out. I don't know what it could possibly be for an elbow. I hope it was just a bruise. I know ligament damage, but I don't know, man. Or no fracture, but I don't know. It's just really, really frustrating. Literally like 2 superstars of the offense. Probably like our 2 most important players on offense, and Alijah Vera-Tucker and Breece Hall are down. So very, very unfortunate, but it's the reality of the sport. The better teams are the ones that can overcome the injury bug and overcome adversity. And you got to be able to have depth. And that's what this Jets team has proven to be able to have, man.
Wait, but remember, Davis was able to come back, and they didn't let him come back either. So
yeah, he was cleared to play, but he just couldn't go out there. So Corey Davis looks like it's not a significant knee injury like Breece, where he might be out for like a week or maybe 2 weeks, but it's not going to be like season ending. It's more like a bruise or a sprain.
Isn't it kind of amazing, though, that we're in a position where we're fighting for a postseason spot, so we have to be cautious with these guys? We have to say, all right, Corey, you can probably come back out there, but take this one off. We don't want to risk injuring you any further. We got depth. We got guys. We came out with the victory. So I think that, you know, with the position we're in, sitting at 5-2, I mean, it's amazing that we have to think about stuff like this. We have to think about managing Corey Davis and, you know, bringing back Jermaine Johnson at the right time with that high ankle sprain and stuff like that. So, I mean, it could be a lot worse, man. Obviously, we want to see all of our guys staying healthy, but the fact that we need to cautiously manage these guys means that, you know, we're thinking about the postseason, which is just, it's the best thing in the world. So I love it.
Oh my God.
That, and we face adversity too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We had, I mean, think about the pieces we were missing on offense yesterday and what Zach Wilson had to deal with. Missing AVT. Breece Hall leaves the game. Corey Davis leaves the game. You know, the offensive line was not playing very well. You know, all those things. And I'm not saying we clearly didn't have an offensive explosion, but we came away with the victory, man. And maybe it's more so because of the defense than the offense, but that's why you have 2 sides, right? A championship caliber team needs both phases to be playing.
Shout out to special teams too.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
special teams help us, man.
So, you know, these all 3 phases are you know, are at least, at the very least, you know, hanging in there and doing their jobs, and we're winning football games, man. So couldn't ask for anything more.
Really couldn't, man. So Jets Unleashed, I hope to see you at the roundtable Wednesday night. to celebrate
I'm
another
gonna
win.
Oh yeah, go be
So,
there.
I'll see you Wednesday night, my friend, and I'll see you on Victory Monday again. Hopefully on Monday. Your calls are always a pleasure, and we appreciate the positive energy, my man.
You too, guys. Jet up. See ya.
Jet up.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a great day.
All right, that's Jets Unleashed for you. So, guys, if you want to join in the Q&A segment, it's at the top of the chat. We're at the back end of the stream. So, man, 4 straight Victory Mondays, Jack. Isn't this glorious? And
It really is unbelievable, man. And I'm about to, I think I'm about to take those 2 Doors posters down, even though I love the Doors so much. But I just saw this, so this needs a nice little spot on that
hey,
wall.
we can match.
I think I'm about to just jet the hell out of this wall.
Yeah, man, right there.
That's was that the season opener last year?
Yeah.
That we got these, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
You have the – oh, yeah, you didn't get the one from the season opener this year. You left it there because it was like dirty.
I left it there because it got soaked in dirty rainwater and beer.
Yeah.
So I just left it there. But
yeah, I remember that. I got that one too. Oh man, it feels so good. Listen, this is a different feeling of Victory Monday. The injuries are the reason why it's sucking the life out of this stream more than usual. Right? We're still elated. We're still happy to be 5-2, but this is a big test for the resiliency and the adversity of this team and the depth. And listen, we're a talented bunch. We're well coached, and this is a different organization, man. And Jets fans should be feeling good. So, guys, if you enjoyed the show, please do me a favor, and if you're not already, hit that like button for me. I really do appreciate that. This was a phenomenal stream, man. We did a lot of great things.
Guys, I'm loving this tweet from the Jets account right here. If you want to dress up as a locksmith for Halloween this year, you got to go as Sauce or DJ Reed. I love it. Perfect buddy costume.
Let's do that, Jack. Me and you.
I love it. I'll
do DJ Reed since I'm shorter than you.
Let's do it. That's fun. Let's do it.
I got the Sauce jersey for you, and now I just need a DJ Reed jersey, I guess.
I'll buy the Reed jersey.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap up the stream here. We're capping off at 2.5 hours of Victory Monday love. This just flows by, man. The time, 2.5 hours. Holy crap.
Yeah,
I got up early for this.
On for a little bit, man. Thank you for having me as always. And like I said, guys, let's not forget how amazing this feels. Obviously, it's a little different this week with the injuries, but we're winning football games. This is still a Victory Monday live stream because of special teams, because of defense, because of gritty, tough football, fighting to the very end, fighting until 4th and 10 with 30 seconds left in the game. And you know what? The Jets came out on top because this is a young team that has a lot of fight, has a lot of heart. They're well coached. We have good depth. I love the roster that Joe Douglas has assembled. Things really feel like they're starting to come to fruition, man. So I really couldn't be any happier. Keeping the vibes high. Let's keep our fingers crossed for our injured boys, especially Breece Hall. But yeah, man, I think I'm absolutely loving how this team is set up for the very near future. Bring on the Patriots, baby. Everybody's saying, oh, Belichick's going to embarrass you guys. Belichick. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. MetLife is going to be absolutely jumping on Sunday. I can't wait to watch that game, man. I'm so excited. Let's get it.
Let's go. Oh, my gosh. Biggest game of the year coming up on Sunday, but the Jets are 5-2. We appreciate everybody. It's Victory Monday. And enjoy the 4th straight Victory Monday, everybody. We should be proud to be Jets fans for the first time in forever. Don't get it twisted. Thanks for all the support, guys. Let's go, Jets. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody. Jet up.